You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, yo, yo, yo. My nation is beginning. Prophecy unfolding. Judgment in morning. I love you still. Mommy, when will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. While the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, no, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh, no, no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it plays. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Would we rise again from what pain? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh, my Trinidad, know that error. I say, oh, no, no, people falling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher. Can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket to fill. Oh, no, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach a all-time high. Do buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, the people cry, yeah, yeah, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it daily one day. Could we rise again come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh, my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell, so it seems like the devil is king. Oh, my Trinidad. Oh, my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my Lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. Oh yeah. My Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people. Better wages to ease we struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much of even a hope. Oh my Trinidad, oh my Trinidad, and Tobago. Oh my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city. Homeless children begging have mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in tongue. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes in sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Population gone. Run control, girl control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may, yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. To help the people today, I say, there must be a way. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house are around many mansions. To take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, it's Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Choppy and Limbo. When there is no property, land would decline naturally. Then we could live in harmony. My holy Trinity, yeah. I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, yeah. My children.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends.
Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. As you get in, ladies and gentlemen, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we started.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the Love Doctor. The man they call Rennie Muhammad, boy, Dr. Love, boy, Dr. Love. And of course, this is Caribbean Soul. Yeah.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And of course, that is the man himself. Well, it's not his voice, but it's Caribbean Soul who did that for us. And, you know, Mr. Florida did one for us too, you know. But I gotta take a look at it. Mr. Florida, I think you gotta come up to snuff, you know. You gotta come up to snuff. But folks, we don't just talk it, we walk it, and we put it down in words. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I know you all can finish it however you all want, right? Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself, the one and only, the man they call Uncle Tommy, boy. Tommy, how you going?
Very good, thank you. And yourself, your good self this evening rather. It's
Today's a spectacular, wonderful, delicious day, man. I can't complain at all. Even if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, today was a good day, man. So today, Tommy, I started to experiment last week. So what I do, I leave my home, I run 2.5 miles to a park, right, in South Orange.
Okay.
And then I do 8 like 100-meter hills, and then I run back home, right? And Tommy, I just ask myself, why do I challenge myself like that?
And what do you answer and tell yourself as the answer to that question?
I guess tell myself that if you want to be one of the best in the world, you can't do the same thing everybody else is doing. And my goal is always to be one of the best in the world in my age group of whatever I'm doing. So I have to train harder and train different. But is it though, Tommy, that I don't enjoy the success I've had, because when I do something and I'm, especially in running, and I'm successful at it, I don't enjoy it and I try to move on to the next thing in the next half an hour.
Well, you have to know how you feel.
No, but I'm trying to figure out if I'm putting too much pressure on myself, you know what I mean?
As long as you ain't cracking on, nothing ain't going wrong.
All right.
And it's working for you. If it works for you, just stick with it.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing really cracking. Everything is So Tommy, yesterday was Mother's Day, right?
Yep, all day yesterday.
Yeah, and so my mother-in-law was over at the house. I remember mother-in-law who tell me 36 years ago before I get married, and I has no memory.
True.
Right? And there were a few other mothers, at the house. And somehow talk about the program come on. And they started to give me all kind of advice. My mother-in-law started to give me all kind of advice. Yeah? And oh God. Hello, mother-in-law, how you doing? Yeah. Tommy, you know my mother-in-law from Lavantil too?
Of course.
Yeah, boy.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, mother-in-law that be listening. She's a loyal listener. Yeah. She does say she's best son-in-law anyway. That's what she does say. Whenever I in the room, I alone in the room, and there's no other son-in-laws in the room, I the best son-in-law. If I leave the room and another son-in-law come in, he's the best
He's the
son-in-law.
best.
Yeah. She have it down, She understands.
Like, could I call her Mrs. B?
Mrs. V?
Her first initial, her last name initial is what, B?
Yeah. Well,
Mrs. B?
but listen, I give her the name mother-in-law. Even people just come around and hear the same mother-in-law, that's called she mother-in-law.
So okay, I'll call her mother-in-law too.
Yeah. You gotta call mother-in-law. Yeah, mother-in-law that be a lot.
Mother-in-law, you're well trained. If you're listening, you're well trained, and take an A+.
Tommy, is them get me to be a vegetarian,
Well, I would imagine so, of the religious.
Right.
Yeah.
So I went to Trinidad for one time, and I like my meat. I never really used to eat pork. Tommy, growing up in Chumaka, Claventil, it used to have signs on the lamppost, wanted dead or alive, Mr. Pork.
Mr. Pork.
Yeah, I wonder why they used to have them sign.
That makes me think deep. Mr. Pork.
Yeah, and they had a pig face. But Tommy, you know what make me, as a young boy growing up, not to eat pork?
What?
My next door neighbor had pigs
Oh boy.
up in Chumakak. Not in Chumakak, Snake Valley.
And the smell.
Oh God, boy, them pigs used to smell. And the neighbor tell us, well, listen, any leftovers you have, if you peel provision and they are the skin, if you have guts, chicken guts, fowl guts, any kind of guts, just put it in our pan and bring it over for we. Well, I put it in our pan and you carry it for them. And when you throw them thing for them pig, boy, they're fighting to see who go get the most, boy. I say, wait, I want them pig does eat, boy. If them pig does eat that, what do you think you're getting from pork? But wait now, Tommy, I think we had this discussion here before. Isn't ham pork?
It used to be exclusively pork at one time, but throughout the years, they have been using other things to make ham, like turkey.
Wait, Tommy, wait. Ham is pork, right?
Not necessarily.
So you telling me now, they have ham, they have beef ham?
I've never heard beef ham, but I heard about turkey ham.
How it gonna be turkey ham? I ain't get that. Help me.
Is the curing, how they cure it and prepare it, that makes it ham?
Wait. I thought it was pork, and the part of the leg is the ham. That's not what it is?
It's, if you take that same leg of the pork and cook it without preparing it as a ham, it's not a ham, it's a pork leg.
No, but I don't understand how it could be turkey ham, chicken ham, beef ham. Ham is ham, pork.
Ham is the preparatory stage, is because it becomes ham when you do whatever they do to corn it, or whatever they do to or roast it, or whatever they do to make it into ham.
All right.
I don't know the details, but there's a process. They process it to make it into ham.
So you could process a cow leg to make it into ham.
Yes, I reckon.
So what about a chicken leg? You could process that chicken leg to make it into ham too?
Well, a chicken leg it's way too small. You'd have to probably do a whole chicken into a chicken
wait
ham.
Now, ham of a certain size? Oh, call us. Sorry, call back. My phone on do not disturb. Sorry, call back. Your phone on do not disturb. Yeah, sorry about that. Cynthia, call back. Miss Atlanta, call back. So
it's a process. Hamming it up is a process.
So, but with a turkey leg is not big as a pork leg? Or you got turkey ham?
It's not exclusively the leg. You take the whole turkey and you turn it into a ham.
No, Tommy. I just want to used to do that in Salive in Marabella.
Well, long ago in Trinidad, when it was ham, it was pork. So we used to indulge in the pork ham.
You never eat ham?
We never used to eat pork in my house.
No, I'm asking you that. You never eat ham?
Turkey ham.
Is that turkey ham back then?
No, turkey ham was here in the US.
Tommy, but you all right. All right. I don't know. You saying is the leg turkey don't have no big leg to make no ham from it?
No, it's the entire bird that they prepare as a ham.
The whole turkey?
Yeah.
Well, I never had that, boy. No, boy. For me, I don't know. I don't know, brother. But anyway, If all you had ham, all you tell me if all you had turkey ham, pork ham, beef ham, chicken ham. Next thing you got pigeon ham too. Eh?
I know if pigeon is sizable enough to make into a ham.
Okay, let me see what sizable. You could have Kobo ham too.
Kobo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never had Kobo before?
So you have to tell me how it tastes. I don't want to know either.
Tommy, that is disrespectful, you know. Are you saying because I live in Chumaka, Claverton, and the lava
No,
goes by, we used to have Kobo? Is that
no,
what you're saying?
you brought up the conversation about Kobo, you know, so I'm saying that maybe you're familiar with it.
Tommy, Tommy, I'm surprised at you. You tell me I should know what it is. Is that because the lava
Because you brought it up. So obviously
Oh,
you know something I don't.
okay. So why is that not that big? What about goat? They could have goat ham too.
I reckon it's the process of the meat that makes it into ham. And
All right, Tommy. All right. Okay, Tommy. All right. Let me go to the chat. Dane Khan says, good afternoon, all WZYE villagers and Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy. Dane busted in first today, boy.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and you know, you bold face, you know. He said, talk now.
You're right.
Oh, God, you lick up ball sang, boy. Ball VS, you get lick up again, boy. You're playing second fiddle a lot these days, you know, VS. You're second fiddling a lot, boy. You're going to the Olympics and you're finishing second, boy. You're getting the silver, boy, VS. Good evening, Walls, Uncle Tommy. Hope this day was fruitful for you guys. Yeah, today was fruitful. Tommy, this is the toughest time of the semester for me, eh?
Yeah, I know, because you got to do all them papers.
Boy, all that paperwork, Tommy. And when you finish grade the papers, the students want you to, Professor, could you do this? Could I get extra credit? Could you move me from a B minus to A minus? Could you a B plus to A minus? Is there anything I can do? It ain't easy.
So you
But,
post the grades online?
yeah. Well, only you could see.
Only you could see your grade. Nobody else can see your grade.
No, nobody else can see your grade. So you could go in and access your grade, and nobody else can see your grade.
But generally, how did your students perform this semester?
Generally, most of the students are A and B students. You will get, I mean, you could know who is the people on them who in pulling their weight, so to speak.
The slackers.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Next thing people say Professor Walsh calling people slackers. That yeah, Tommy. There are some people who don't be holding their weight. I'll put it up. Next thing they take it and say, yeah, Professor Walsh calling students slackers. People who don't hold their weight. And you could tell easily, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a group project now.
Yeah.
And you could tell. Mr. Intellectual say, blessed evening, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. I hope you all had a marvelous Monday filled with everything that is good for a productive and successful day. Yeah, man. Correct is right. Mr. Intellectual say, Vol says, thank God, outside these days, nobody wasn't getting a chance. Mr. Intellectual say, fellas, how come nobody not asking where all that money spent in less than 6 months? And they're owing people still. Where the fourth at state? How come they're not asking the PM where the money going? The PM where the money going?
Fourth estate sleeping on the job. I always say that.
Sleeping on the job, man. Cool runner, welcome. Good night, Wall Street, Tommy, and chat. Cool runner say 4 females in top jobs in TNT. All right, we'll get back to job, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Tommy, you know, what kind of republic we in Trinidad, boy? We have 2 commissioner of police. Well, The man who is commissioner, acting commissioner of police, didn't know he lost his job until Ola show up. And I go play that voice note from former policeman Calypsonian Wayne Hay the Watchman. Because he had information. He had information. 2 police commissioners at the same time.
Well, that's a key big republic.
Tommy, you're going from a banana to a sticky, boy?
Yeah, that's a key big.
Oh, Tommy, oh God, boy. Oh, Tommy, nah, man. Are you waiting about your country, Tommy?
Well, I call it a spade a spade.
All right, there we go.
Let's put it in perspective.
KFC, welcome. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
Good night, you inside.
Okay.
Blessed love, man. I'm going yesterday, man. You and your wife and man, everybody have a nice time yesterday, man.
Yeah, man, we had a real good time yesterday. Yeah, had a real good time.
So you were pushing a commissioner, go back to post?
Yeah, she go back, she walk, man.
And my bench money to give her, man. And I was all in church and thinking you light red candle and shake red bell, you wanted that post, you know?
Oh, God.
So he is now in the back seat now?
Well, she's the commissioner of police again for the next 3 days.
All right.
So,
and then the my renew your contract?
no, I don't think they're renewing she contract. I don't think so.
I feel Tommy could be the new commissioner of police.
You feel Tommy could be the
Yeah,
new
apply for
commissioner
that
of
job.
police? Tommy?
Yeah, your experience in the crime against your experience in the police field.
Uh,
Yeah, I like you color you have on them and you're in red proud.
It's not red.
White and black.
It's burgundy.
Yeah, it's burgundy.
Burgundy.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Washington, I got a prank call yesterday when I talked to my partner, Taraki. He talked to me.
Oh, he called you?
He was on that. Yeah, he was on that the weather now.
Oh, okay.
So he said, well, go easy at him.
All right. So you back out then? You back out?
He back out now, he can breathe a little bit. But when we was talking there and fighting and getting victimized, all about we was behind him.
Oh.
He come back out.
So
He can talk now.
He could talk now?
The government who was there, that victimizing government, and they're talking to victimizing you and blacklisting you and all kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So he back out on the battlefield.
So that I'm glad. Yeah, man. I'm glad to have a kid back in the battlefield. Yeah, man. Bless. I'm glad to have a kid back in the battlefield, Tommy.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
to have a kid, right?
Of course, he's been a radio personality for a very long time.
Yeah, boy. Tabakit is I don't know how old you, but Tabakit is as UNC as they come, you know. Tabakit, boy.
Yeah, he's always
Tabakit
been.
used to sleep in our yellow sneakers, you know. you laugh. Tabakit used to forget you have only yellow sneakers and fall asleep, yes. You think it's easy?
The only thing I do is on the side of the road.
Tabakit say, I'm going to sleep with my boots on, boy. Tabakit. Okay, CV says, so they're calling them, pay them to get info on how it have no money in the accounts of their ministry, and they're not answering. What are they going to answer for? Semantic 62, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. CV says, all you're bad all the time, big talk. Oh, we bad, by the way. Cool Runner said plenty dollars diverted to build Balize Hotel. Balize was finished? You know, Tommy?
Didn't really check on it. Maybe someone can call and tell us.
Yeah, tell us if Balize was finished. Princess Margaret, good night, everyone. Good night to you. Semantic 62 says, yes, I was watching Breaking Dawn and I got this notification, Vol. So I decided to peek in and I saw you guys giving trouble already. Yeah, real trouble, you know. Yeah. He said, Semantics 62 says, careful, devil. UNC Norwegian government, I don't think they fix the water problems yet. Byron Bash, welcome. And coincident that snakes come out of the Balize patch and stole the money. The poor snakes will sooner or later be blamed for the missing money. Oh God. And Dan Paul said his specialty was moving money around. Just ask him.
Mm.
Yeah. Bro says black look for money. Byron says, remember TNT rats ate out cocaine from the police station? Probably there were rats in the treasury, and is TNT a real place or a banana republic? Yeah. Susan Lalchan, welcome. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everyone.
Susan Lalchan. I remember them Lalchan from Point of Pierre. I wonder if she's the one from Point of Pierre.
All right, Susan, what part of Trinidad are they from? Tommy, but they don't have plenty Lalchans in Trinidad?
Well, I'm not sure, but I remember I went to school with some Lalchan in Point of Pierre School.
I name some familiar though. Just sure that says.
Remember Conti?
Eh?
Maybe she's Conti's sister.
Kunji?
Conti.
Kunti? Who's Kunti?
Lalchan.
Oh, okay. Just sure that says Semantic 62. The PNM could not fix the water problem in the last 5 years. But one day UNC to fix it in 1 week. That is to show us you as our PNM. No, I don't think Semantics. I wonder if Semantic 62. I don't think she's our PNM, man. Hey. VS says, Brother Hanif, like you have to step up your game, boy. We have some early jumpers to deal with now. All you think it easy? Eh? All you slow your blow, you know.
That's it.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose, man. Just so that says Wall Street. Or I should say who gave the license to bring in the guns. Okay.
I think that's a distraction.
Well, election done. Patricia Pancho. Blessed night to everyone on the live. Pancho. That fella nickname was Pancho, you know. And Noel, good afternoon from Canada. And what part of Canada you're joining us from? We have a fella from Mr. Saga. Where Albert Montano from?
I think he's in Toronto. I'm not sure.
I remember where he's from.
He can call and tell us where he's from.
Remember we used to have Hailey? What part Hailey was from?
The details I don't remember. My
I don't remember where Hailey was from either, no? But I feel like he was from the country somewhere. If Toronto have a country, if Canada have a country. Yeah.
I remember somebody was from Kitchener. I don't remember who it was.
From where?
Kitchener.
Oh, I remember that now. Lucky Lal, welcome. Pleasant good night, gentlemen, and all you wonderful people locked on. Hey, Byron Bash, boy. Splendiferous good night to every right thinking person on the chat. Hey, look, your boy busy, boy.
Busy.
Good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street locked on. Share the live. Drink moringa tea. Hey, you know it have well plenty moringa trees in Trinidad, why?
Yeah, it does.
Real plenty, you know. Oh, what can we do harvest that?
And it is grow big, quick.
Big boy. I never know that so much moringa trees in Trinidad. That is an industry right there. John says Wall Street, Tommy, and everyone, good night.
Good night to you, John.
Anthony, good night, Wall Street and Tommy. Volsang said tonight is full moon. So when the show finished, I go in howling. Tonight is full moon? Anthony says
pay attention, but maybe it is.
Okay. Patricia, welcome. Pleasant evening, Professor Warshid, Uncle Tom, and all the villagers in the village. Have a wonderful evening. Cool Runner said turkey chicken. Where's that one? BS says veggie ham too. How come I never had that? VS, where's that veggie ham? What do I make it from?
Maybe tofu.
Tofu. So what is that tofu turkey? Tofurkey. What is tofurkey? That is not a tofu turkey.
A tofurkey?
I guess so. Lucky Lal said turkey ham and chicken also. Tommy, look, somebody said chicken ham, man.
Somebody's calling.
Go ahead, take that.
So Mr. Saga is calling. Let me take his call.
Okay. June, welcome.
You're live, Mr. Saga.
Hey, Uncle Tommy and
Professor Wall Street.
Professor Wall Street. You know, we talk about ham. You know what they make veggie ham with? Tofu.
Forget that.
And soya.
I never had that, you know.
You know?
I gotta try that.
They have vegetarian fish. Vegetarian turkey, vegetarian
okay.
Everything vegetarian.
Is that hey Mr. Saga?
Baby.
Mr. Saga?
You know, Tommy, you know, you know, David?
Of course, I went to school Palo Seco. I used to go past through Debe every day. But
I'm from David.
I know Debe. I used to pass through Debe every day.
Where they get all the doubles and the barra and the kachori and all these things.
I know. I used to go there and get my supplies from time to time. Yeah, but I think Professor Wall Street was asking a question. What were you asking, Walls?
Do they make it like a big leg, or is it just like a piece? Make it like how they have a ham leg. You know what I'm saying?
You heard that question, Mr. Saga? He's asking if they make it like a leg, as a ham leg.
Well, depends on the size of the leg, eh?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was asking Tommy. Is that?
Well, it depends on the size of the leg.
That's a mini ham. I know ham.
Yeah. One thing, you can use a human leg. Yeah, some human have big legs, eh? They can use a human leg and make a human arm.
I don't know now. You want people jumping fence in cemetery, you know?
That's not you. You guys enjoy your evening.
Same to you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Cool Runner said they have leg, shoulder, ham. What? Leg and shoulder? Wait, what kind of ham is that? You getting a shoulder ham from Tommy?
I guess the front leg is the shoulder.
The front leg? Nah. Cool Runner, you kicks in, man. Patricia said there's beef, ham turkey, ham chicken, beef ham turkey. Oh, beef ham,
turkey ham, and chicken ham.
I don't eat pork, so I buy chicken ham for Christmas. You know, that make no sense, man.
No?
No. How you go have a chicken ham?
Yeah, you prepare it.
But you prepare chicken ham?
The same way you prepare a pork ham.
Bijam said have hamburger.
That's a good joke.
That's a good one. He said hamburger. Corona say, I think they smoke it. People that smoke ham?
I think that's what they do with the meat to make
Oh,
it.
you mean they smoke the meat? He
Yeah.
said they don't smoke ham. I thought they put ham in a wrapper and roll it and smoke it.
No. They smoke the meat.
He said, look. He said, he think they smoke it. Look it on the screen.
Yes, they smoke it, meaning smoke the meat.
Oh, they smoke the meat. I thought he mean put it in a wrapper and they smoke it.
No.
Yeah, Miss Atlanta, welcome. Miss Atlanta.
Good evening.
Good night, Miss Atlanta.
Good evening.
And Tommy.
Miss Atlanta, you don't smoke ham?
Excuse me.
Do you smoke ham?
I made this call because of what you are saying. You know what ham? What is ham?
Pork.
No. What is ham?
Ham is pork.
Ham is meat.
Running around that ham? Or it's about
No, it's a leg.
ham?
It's a thigh in the pork. A thigh in the pig.
All right. So if you see a thigh in the supermarket, that is pork. Just a thigh that you bake or whatever. That is pork.
If it's hanging up, yeah. Yeah, that's a pork.
Wall Street. Ham is any meat you salt and leave it for months and cure it. It turns into ham. It's a process. It's a process that you have to do of anything you want to do it with. Okay? Usually it was pork in the old time days, as Tommy said, right? Long years ago. But ham is not ham. It's what you do with it. It's what you do with the meat, whatever. As you say, if you feel a kobo come by you and you want to cure it, that will be ham.
That's a hamco. A hamco. That's a hamco.
Whatever you want to call it, it will be ham. Because it has to be.
But
it have to.
Miss Atlanta, you raise a point there. Miss Atlanta,
what?
I kind of disappointed in you too. You bring up this Kobo talk too. I kind of disappointed because
I heard you saying that. I heard you asking. It could be anything, but Kobo don't. I think Kobo doesn't have any meat.
No, Tommy was talking about Tommy bring up something about Kobo, and I asked the question about Laventel. If it's because it's close to Laventel, because the lava is close to Laventel.
Well, it could be all that. But all I'm trying to tell you, Wall Street, you keep on saying you are a man, believe in facts, and going and find. And I think the last time you read out what the people, whoever it is, spoke about ham, but you have to know from the original people.
Okay.
Okay?
So
right?
people don't smoke ham though, right? So Corona is incorrect. He say he think they smoke it. They don't smoke ham, right?
Well, could be. Remember, people do anything you feel to do that make you happy, you do it. So people probably smoke ham. You don't know.
Okay. All right.
Wall Street, no, but Wall Street, you can't say he wrong. You can't say anything is wrong these days. Remember, it's what makes you happy. So if you I'm not going to doubt that.
So
I don't doubt anything.
So Miss Atlanta,
like you.
So you could smoke. You could if you could smoke a beef ham. You could smoke a pork ham. You could smoke a. So what about if you take burger meat and you smoke it? What is that? That's a hamburger. That's a hamburger.
Burger meat. Wait, I smoke burger meat.
Yeah, if you smoke it, that's a hamburger. If you take burger meat and you smoke it, then what is that?
Well, it's whatever you want it to be. Again, I'm telling you, I don't go wrong,
Okay. All right. This.
And if you want to blame it, if you want to find out anything, you are the one was saying the other day, when UNC win, everybody win. So you have to realize that anything today, you win, right? So if you feel like smoking, smoke. And if whatever, call whatever you want to call, whatever, call it.
Okay, all right, okay.
But it's good to see you on Wall Street.
Thank you, Miss Atlanta.
And bring up another topic now. Go ahead, come back with that hammer.
No, because Tommy was talking about Kobo, and then I
You trying to blame Tommy. I didn't hear Tommy say that was no Kobo. I heard you.
Tommy,
I feel, listen to me, Wall Street, I feel you are going to look for a Kobo and see if you can make it in there. That's your put.
Oh, you want me to go and look for a Hamco? A
Hamco.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Atlanta.
Okay.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
Yeah. See, Tommy, I find I cannot just anytime I hear people start to talk about Kobo with me from Lavantil, I live close to the Lavas. I just take it personal. I'll be honest. Well, folks, we're gonna take that break and we had to finish up the ham talk now. It have beef farm too. Let me see quickly. Beef farm. Oh God, they're all kind of ham, boy. Beef farm.
Lamb.
Yeah. Marcus Guy say, Uncle Tommy, you had a hard childhood, brother. I know what you mean by that. Right? Lucky Lal says it also have beef ham. To make ham, it depends on the size. The whole turkey is prepped. All right, folks, let's take that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
All who up start to fall back down. This might sound like fallacy. 79 proved this to me. I sure you remember the fall of many world leaders, rulers of oppression, overthrown many oppressed man. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressor falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round. Magic 13th of 79, an incident came to mind. Bishop overthrow Gary, backed by the People's Army. Well, look at Samosa, moved by the Sandinistas. Idi up in Uganda, and then Bokassa. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressor falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round. The world's a wheel, the Bible said, that keeps spinning every day. Today you rule a kingdom, tomorrow you in the opposite position. They shall control Iran with everything at his command. Ayatollah took his position, now they shall leave Iran and run. The table turning south, all them oppressor, falling down. The table turning south, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one. Round and round, falling down. They're falling down, round and round, round and round, falling down. They're falling down, round and round. The table turning south, falling down. I say they're falling down. Round and round, all them oppressor, falling down, they falling down, round and round, round and round. 79 falling down was the year of overthrow. We do not know what 80 might bring. Round and round, we have seen the fall of many great leaders, though they were dictators. We have seen Idi Amin, the Shah, and Emperor Bokassa. We do not know who is next. So all leaders who walk the same pathway with those dictators, I say take heed, for you do not know if you are next.
Your oppressors, boy, falling down, boy. Explain that to me, boy.
Yeah, boy, that's way back.
Way back, boy. The falling down, boy. The oppressors. We are out pressing a dictator in Trinidad. He going through too. That going through. But folks, don't forget Shady Live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. As Wall Street says, share the live, share the live. Tell your friends to tell your friends. We're here for you.
Yeah.
And Marcus, I did have a hard childhood. From 11 years old to leaving from Marbella to go to Palo Seco was quite a feat.
There we go. Marcus, you want to answer your question. Bitcoin, welcome.
Good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tom.
Good night.
Professor Wall Street,
Yeah.
since last week, I'm waiting to hear if Minister of Finance come up with some kind of report on the finance of this country, but I ain't seen him. Like, the Bermuda Triangle come and pick you up or
Which one?
Dave Tanku.
I mean, you in office, but you already talk already. You didn't hear what he said?
You come out tonight?
No, he spoke before, man. He said they're doing a full investigation. They're doing a full investigation. They have to audit the Ministry of Finance. They have to do a forensic audit of the Ministry of Finance.
Well, but remember, on Thursday, Mr. Watch, then he carried the parliamentary briefing. The Prime Minister, on Friday, he was coming to brief the public on what's going on in the ministry, but he didn't show up then.
Yeah, but Bitcoin.
Right? And I waited to hear what the man had to say.
But Bitcoin.
Gotta be a little patient with them,
Bitcoin is only 2 weeks, man. You sounding like them now, you
know? No, brother. The Prime Minister on record as saying the man coming on Friday to talk, you know, not me, you know. I didn't say so, you know.
Yeah, but there has to be a reason why he didn't come. Maybe
right, and that is all
maybe
asking question.
Yeah,
say nothing.
No, maybe what happened in Bitcoin is that when he received the information, he just wanted to make sure the information is accurate for transparency and accountability before he come to the public and make any statement. You want to be transparent with the public. You don't want to be like the last government bringing information to mislead the people.
It could be a session where they playing in quicksand. The more they wiggle, the deeper they sink.
Yeah.
I hope when he come, right? He have one of them big thick folder about 10-inch tall and drop it on the podium there. So you say you go read the whole thing and let people get shocked for that.
Yeah.
Because that's nonsense the PNM do in this country. And the PNM, but the supporters looking for any kind of thing now to look up Kamala with. You see this foolish man from up in Guyana I really don't like him. He's the prime minister of that country, and he just act like he's the president. If an Ali is more a level-headed person than this man, he always has something stupid to say. You understand? Jack Dale.
Yeah, I listened to the thing. They just said that they would like to explore opportunities with Grenada, Guyana, and Suriname. You understand? They want to explore because the PNM wasn't even thinking about that.
All the eggs in one basket.
Oh, boy, and that basket had a hole in it. So when they put the egg in, the egg used to fall out and break.
Well, the whole thing break now. But what I told the opposition leader should I say, instead of saying the dragon gas deal dead, should I say it in hibernation? Because dragons is going to hibernation too, Remember?
Yeah,
so
but
that's what I hibernate until Maduro leave or Trump leave. Either one of them. And then some way or the other, that deal got broken. But up to now, we don't know how much money Stuart Young and company is paying this man, and that is under some kind of hidden agenda under them. You understand? All that should have come to the front. I want all them things to be revealed because he can't be taking Trinidad money, paying somebody for something and we ain't getting. What kind of corruption is that? You understand?
Yeah, man.
But they wouldn't say nothing. All them other raps is what is that? Non-disclosures.
Mm.
And this Inglefield woman, you see what she was making? $2,000, $2,500 out of people going back and renewing their license unless they had to go for driving tests. How will she come up with that? Who put she in charge of that? Huh? The kind of money she was making in there. Because that demerit system wasn't fair at all. If you give people demerit for kind of headlights and this thing and faulty thing in your car, where's all that? That only supposed to be for driving under the influence or reckless driving. You give people demerit points for that and tickets for that. But the other tickets could fall under another agenda with seat belts and all this other thing. But you gain people demerit points for that. And the people that come there by you and do a driving test and pay $20-something $100 for that. When they max out the demerit points business. I don't know if she get that, I really would like to know if she get a contract to give the driving lessons because that ain't not at all. And you see how she's the first one to bust up she mouth? So you shouldn't change it, that it's going good but still people getting knocked down in the road. What she should be advocating for is for justice to be given for these people and who lose their life innocently on the road. Because I think it's last one to whenever, some fool was driving under the influence and knock up another car with a lady and the woman dead. Who want mind she child now? Who want to take care of she family? And what happened to that driver who committed that? Is he going to face jail? Nobody to face jail in this country. And until they make examples like that, then you go see people stop doing what they're doing and abusing the roads of this country with that car. So I think she should be advocating that. Right? More or less that, not the merit business. It's fair in one sense when they're taking it away from the driving and under the influence. But when you see people commit crime, I want to see justice, Oh, but that don't exist in this country. Have a good night, Mr.
I want to say something. I want to say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, those who support the UNC. All right, let me take this call. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Anselm. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the texters, everybody in life. Happy to see everybody here on this Monday through our God's grace. Hope everybody had a great Mother's Day yesterday and blessings. So, Mr. Anselm, I wanted to have a little poll, right? If people want UNC to spend 500 million and do a forensic audit to get back money, would you take that 500 million and to help people in Trinidad to build back up themselves, all the poor people who are suffering for 10 years. The forensic will come in time, but we have to build the country and start up getting back money circulated in the country. We can't take money where we don't have to go and do a forensic investigation right now. Those MPs not going nowhere, We have 4 years to file the case before it gets null and void. So that's good on some time. And Mr. Anselm, I like the harm talk. So this is for you and Mr. Tommy, them PNM supporters, the Sipco fan. Where's the best ham for them?
Kobo ham.
Tommy?
No, I say Kobo ham. I say Kobo ham.
Yeah, what Mr. Tommy say?
I know, Tommy, what kind of ham?
I haven't thought of it.
He thinking.
Let me tell you.
You know, you know, ask me why I said that?
No, hampa. That's the best ham. Hampa. I understand them.
Oh, God. Yeah. No, because, no, seriously. The reason why I say that is because it's free. Eh? Right, Tommy?
What is Kobo ham?
Kobo is free.
Yeah, but if you're gonna make it into ham, you're gonna have to spend money.
No, but you rather buy the Kobo?
Yeah, but the process is gonna be a little costly to ham it up.
No, it's gonna be costly. Cool Runner say you could smoke it.
Smoke it and brine it.
Smoke. Brine. Where's brine? I see somebody say,
Salt.
where's brine?
Salt.
Or brine means salt?
Yeah, that's like a salt wash.
Or when you brine something, yes. Okay. I didn't know that brine. We never used to brine nothing in Chumaka. BRINE?
Yeah.
Or they used to brine up in Marbella?
We never used to make ham.
Well, you brine chicken. You used to brine no chicken?
No.
But all right, so listen to this. Let me quickly go back to this. Some people making fun of me though. Tommy, they're making fun of me because Dave Singh say it have ham too. Wait, what's that one?
What's ham too?
Yeah. You know that? Okay. Joshua said, wash it as boiling ham, then bake it. But I thought they said that smoke it. You had to boil it, then smoke it?
Listen, people just do different things, but to prepare your meat to make it into ham, some people just smoke it and brine it or salt it.
Okay. Chicken ham is the whole chicken and it tastes very good. I never had that. How come I never have all them things, boy? Any meat you brine and smoke is ham.
Because you don't eat meat.
No, when I was in Trinidad, I used to eat meat. So watch. So wait now. If you take a goat and you brine it and you smoke it as a ham?
You can make parts of the goat into ham, yes.
That is a ham goat.
No. Goat ham.
I feel all you're making this up, you know. All you're making yes, Mr. Atlanta. All you're making all these things up.
Go on Wall Street?
Yes.
Just like what that person said. I told you, any meat that you inject it have a lot of needles and inject it with salt. That's brine, to brine something, right? But according to Tommy,
you mean grind? You grind it?
Brine, B-R-I-N-E.
I thought you said grind. I thought you said grind it.
All right, just like salt, smoked herring.
Yeah.
That is a herring that they
So that should be ham too. That shouldn't be smoked herring. That should be ham herring.
No, right, but I'm just telling you.
So, all right. So, Mr. Atlanta, I go use your point. You said that's smoked herring. Why don't you call that ham herring? Because this herring is the name of the fish, right? The fish. Why didn't call it ham herring?
It's a different process. That is a different thing. They smoke that. They know what they do with that.
No. Wait. So wait now. You have a different way to smoke it now.
Wait, with Wall Street, do you know it have ham, fish ham? Do you know they have ham, the fish ham too?
No, they never tell us. They never tell us nothing about that in Chumaka.
Right, so I'm just telling you, and that's what the guy said.
But you had to smoke the fish too, right?
The fish?
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. If you get a carrot and a cavalry and you smoke it, that is not ham carrot. That's not ham carried.
Listen, if you get it and you want to call it ham carried, you call it that.
No. I just, Miss
Call it that,
Atlanta.
right? You call it being free.
Miss Atlanta, we trying to get to the bottom of this. All you're saying is the only kind of ham I know was the pork ham. That's the only ham I know. People say I duck ham. Look. Busy saying it have bow ham. What kind of ham is that?
But it really have veggie ham too and all kind of thing. Remember, ham is anything that you could make ham out of. You could make ham. It's a thing you make.
Okay.
You understand? It's not like how you say pork is ham, right? They use pork to make ham, just like they use fish and everything to make ham.
Oh,
But it's how you do it. But I don't listen to me. It's how you do it.
Okay.
You have to ask the professionals how they do it, right? But as Tommy said, it's a process. It's a whole thing. You have to do 3 months. It takes some time.
Oh, but wait,
cure.
Miss Atlanta, no.
Yeah.
Miss Santa Cruz says to brine, salt, sugar, spices, soak for 24 hours or more. I do turkey and it's soft and delicious. You saying about for three what? 3 months?
Excuse me, that's how some people do. You know, he do it that way. He know what he doing, how much he doing, how much.
But let me ask you a question. In 3 months, it don't dry up. It don't get smaller. It don't shrink.
No, you are injecting. You are injecting, and whatever, however it come, that's ham, right?
So wait. You injecting it with steroids?
I didn't hear the good lady say steroids at all.
She said you inject it.
Yeah, but she didn't say steroids. She said with brine.
Right.
Wait.
You're using the needle, you're injecting it. How do you think it gets it to cure? Now, this was years ago. I saw my family did this. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just telling what I saw.
Okay.
And she left it there. She bought it in September and it's ready for Christmas, by the time Christmas. But probably she has a longer way. That was a long way of doing it. The modern way is according to how the guy was, according to how many spices and salt, how much he put. I don't know. But my family inject the pork she bought, like in those days, you'd buy pork and you inject it. If you buy whatever, you inject it, you have to cure the beef, the meat. You have to cure ham. It have beef ham.
Miss Santa Cruz, let me be honest with you. If we get a little pork up in Chumaka, we ain't have no time to go and cure it until wait 3 months, eh? By the 3 months, you might starve. If you get a ham, it's to start cutting it, bake it, and start dealing with it. You see, where you grew up, Miss Atlanta, you could afford that, but we couldn't afford that up in Chumaka. Keep it for 3 months, care it for 3 months.
Why was it eating pork in the first place?
Well, I just tell you, I wasn't eating.
But you said you can't wait and you can't wait. But why eat it at all?
Yeah, Princess Margaret, I don't know why we still talking pork. We still talking about ham.
Anyway, and Wall Street, I was very shocked to hear that you don't know what is brine. I can't believe you don't know that.
Wait, Miss Atlanta, you hear what we just say? We speak truth to power, right? So you want me to come and lie to the people?
So you never heard that word?
I never heard about brine. I thought they was talking about grind. I never hear about brine. I never hear about that.
When you learn, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Cool. I know about tar ham. I know about that.
What?
Tar ham. Tar.
But you're no good, boy.
Yeah, I know about that one. I don't know about brine.
All right. Well,
thank you. Yeah. Bitcoin welcome. But people upset.
Yeah. I wonder if man be stuck tonight, boy. Yeah, man. Just go and Google YouTube and you can see all them things out there smoking and thinking, Professor.
But no, I hear you, but I just don't know about it. I'm serious.
For centuries, not days, not years, for centuries, people smoking them things. They have that thing called a smokehouse. They just take all them ham and whatever it is, they're smoking beef and pork and whatever, and put it inside and smoke it over a period of time, you know.
Oh.
Give it that kind of hickory taste, flavor, because wood they be smoking it, right?
Yeah.
And depending on whatever wood they use, the ham does not have that taste similar to that. So you can go and let's investigate it through YouTube because see all what I'm talking about is the truth.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, God, boy. People coming down on me because I don't know about Brian, boy. Oh, good.
So you're learning.
I like this. I love this because I don't know and I learning, boy. When I go to Trinidad, I might go over my Santa Cruz and she care some make a vegetable ham for me. Eh? Who does make vegetable ham? When I come to Trinidad, I will make a vegetable ham. David Singh says, long time people used to mine pig and kill a pig and pickle it. They had no fridge. Pickle it? What do you mean by pickle?
Pickle salt.
Or salt it? Why didn't you say that? I thought they used to put pickles in the ham.
No, pickle
meaning
salted.
But Tommy, if the man said pickle it, I thought he mean, cut up the pig and put the pickles in the ham and close it back up.
You are totally ignorant of the food preparation.
No, but I'm telling you, I don't know. If I don't know, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah? Last place I saw ham was in Grenada. Nuts cake, welcome. Veggie ham. Yeah, Miss Santa Cruz, they can make a veggie ham. Who can make a veggie ham? I go right now. So they had to care it for a few months. Before right? Tommy, hold on. Tommy, all they talking about smokehouse. The only kind of smokehouse we had up in Chimaka, Clavante, where people smoking weed. Serious? Them talking about smokehouse and Bitcoin call and say, boy, they had a smokehouse and they're going to smoke it. Yeah, we had smokehouse up in Chimaka. I mean, you're going to go in the house and smoke weed. COP, welcome.
Oh, Lord.
Or a smoke fan. Or a smoke fan when you look at the run mosquito.
Yeah. Them people telling me about smoke.
You take a condensed milk pan. You take a condensed milk pan, you put some wire on it and you make a hook.
Yeah.
And you put some coconut fiber and thing and you cover it back down. You make some hole around the pan and you're swinging that all inside your house, all around the wardrobe, all kind of thing, all around the clothes and where the mosquito like to hide.
Correct.
But I understand. I really don't understand what you're talking about. Chicken, ham, and all this. So if you smoke a fish, if you smoke a carrot, what is that? A carrot ham?
That's why I say a ham carrot.
Eh? That is a smoked fish. If you smoke a chicken, that is a smoked chicken. Wall Street.
Yeah.
Mr. Atlanta, you behave yourself, eh?
Yeah.
You behave on yourself. What all you have in them European countries, or you see we the Caribbean over here in Trinidad, we know ham is pork.
That's correct.
If you want smoked beef, well, I smoke beef. If you want smoked chicken, I smoke chicken. It's the same thing. Pork is ham. Ham is pork.
That is
what we know it as.
Full stop.
That's what we know it as.
Full stop.
You can't say you're smoking any other meat and saying that is ham.
Yeah.
You can't say that. You can't do that. How you gonna do something like that?
How you gonna do that?
That come like saying Rowley is a UNC. How you gonna do something like that?
How you gonna do that?
You can't say that.
Kunji.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Kunji. Times changing. But we have to
change, but I listen here.
Yeah, what used to take place long time was just pork, but a lot of things change, upgrade.
Well, Uncle Tommy, a sponge ball change, it remain in name sponge ball. The cricket batter change, it remain in name cricket batter. Why do I have to change the hammer? Why do I have to change that?
Commercialization.
Uncle Tommy, but they improve the cricket bat. They improve the cricket bat.
And putting that pork leg in the pitch oil tin with your salt and thing and boiling it. Yeah, did they say ever do that with that chicken? They say ever do that with that chicken and say that they say put the chicken in the fire in the wood fire oven and that is a baked chicken.
that could have never be a harm. They could have put a fish in the oven. That could have never be a harm. That could have was a big fish. But when you put the pork leg in the oven, that only picture thing, that become a harm. And
Right,
all
sir.
over the Caribbean, they know that. You know who
All
changed
right,
their name? The businessman.
Yeah.
The businessman changed that to fool
Yeah.
the people and them and say, well, if you don't eat pork, look at our chicken ham over here. How the hell that can be a chicken ham?
Yeah. And they fall for it.
That is a big chicken. That is a smoked chicken you get here.
Yeah.
But you see, when you're not too cute in the intelligence, you're gonna take that fool. You're gonna take that fool and say, yeah, that's a ham. Give me the chicken ham over there. Oh, that is a chicken ham. That's a big chicken, Uncle Tommy. When they say give me the ham, you know you're going at the pork leg. And I watch, man. Not even the ribs, the pork ribs. They just call that some other thing in school. They just call the ribs. They don't even call that ham. The pork leg, the four shoulders. That is the ham, Uncle Tommy. Not even the rib. The rib they just call it steak. The tail they just call it pigtail.
Yeah.
And Uncle Tommy.
They have a name for
them four shoulders, them two back leg and them two front leg. When that bake, that is ham. Even though you bake the bam bam, you're saying that is big bam bam, not big ham, not pork.
Yeah.
Not pork.
Kunji.
Tommy, we don't bake the bam bam in Trinidad.
Kunji.
Well, leave that ham talk.
Yeah, we go. Let me leave the ham talk. We go.
Politics to talk.
Yeah, man. We have things to
I have two voice notes. Let me play them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
let me go and talk something. Yeah.
Let's play his voice notes.
Go ahead.
Good evening, gentlemen. I am hearing this conversation going on about ham and all types of ham. I have a friend who does chicken hams because she does not eat pork. And what she does is that she soaks it in a brine, B-R-I-N-E, which is a lot of salt and sugar and different spices for about, I think, 3 to 5 days. And then she bakes it. And it tastes exactly like ham. I have had it, and it tastes like ham. But it doesn't mean that it's a ham that we've been accustomed to all the years. It's just chicken ham. You know, it's similar to ham, but it's for people that really don't want to eat pork. But I've never heard of goat ham and fish ham, but I guess people call things all sorts of things. But I've heard of chicken ham, and I've heard of beef ham, not pork. So I think it has to do a lot with what spices you put on it. Have a blessed evening. I hope this clears it up because it's not steroids. I actually forgot to mention that within that brine and that mixture of salt and sugar and different things, a bit of mustard and different things, there is also a smoke spice that is added to it, which gives it a smoke taste. It isn't that it is smoked over a fire or anything. So it's all a process. This one is not injected, although she used to inject them first. But this is a slightly easier way. Okay, gentlemen, have a very good evening.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh God. David thinks they'd have self-inflicted harm also.
That's ham, not ham.
So folks, today, for the first time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, we had a commissioner of police, reinstated commissioner of police, went into the office to tell the commissioner of police that he is no longer commissioner of police.
To tell the acting commissioner.
Right, the acting commissioner. To tell the acting commissioner, you no longer acting, right? The commissioner of police is back to get her job. Tommy, you know what other country that has happened?
Like I said, it's a CKF republic.
So let's listen to what happened today.
Because it's only God. So I thank God. I thank my attorneys. I have been vindicated. which I expected in my 43 years of service. I have never been, there's no allegations of any misconduct, be it criminal or otherwise. My service has always been with integrity. But other than that, I reserve any further comment at this time.
No, you just have a couple of days again before your contract comes to an end. Do you expect to be given a third and final extension?
I expect my Heavenly Father to take good care of me. Whatever God has in store for me, that is what will happen.
And is there any animosity between yourself and DCP Martin? Because she was the person who was leading the investigation.
I believe I'm a professional, and no, there's no animosity. I don't know if she has any animosity, but I have none.
Do you feel like this was a witch hunt or some sort? Or some people are even arguing politically motivated?
No comments. I will not comment on that at this time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
How was the meeting with the new Homeland Security Minister?
It was quite cordial. Interesting.
And your interview with Benjamin, the handover to Benjamin, how was that?
Oh, that was quite cordial. He was most understanding, and as expected.
Now, we understand that your appointment letter has not been given to you. Have you seen side of it that you have been reinstated from the...
I have not seen a letter as yet. I'm not sure if it is back at the office.
That means Benjamin hasn't been revoked as yet. So technically, there's 2 commissioners of police.
Well, I don't know how that works, but technically, I believe. So have a get up.
You as well, man.
So there you all have it, folks. The past commissioner of police and new commissioner of police, same person, past and new commissioner of police, right? Yep. So, but I want to play the Watchman voice note for you all, and you all take a listen. Take a listen to the Watchman, his voice note.
This is Dr. Wayne Hayde, aka the Watchman, on the 12th of May, 2025. They say Carnival is Bacchanal, and Trinidad and Tobago is the land of Carnival. So does it mean that Trinidad and Tobago is the land of Bacchanal? Well, it would appear so, because we keep stepping from putting a foot in one pile of dog doo-doo into another. And what do I mean by that? The court recently ruled, and I say recently, I mean like yesterday, that whilst the arrest of the Commissioner of Police, Earl Haywood Christopher, was indeed lawful, the case against her has been discontinued or dropped by the DPP. And as a result, she should be reinstated, which means have her suspension revoked by the Police Service Commission. Now, I can tell you as someone who, when I was a police officer, was on suspension, when they decide to lift your suspension because the case has been dropped or dismissed or any other thing that happened with it, it doesn't happen overnight that your suspension is lifted. Sometimes you have to wait a month, a couple of months before you hear anything. But we have this scenario, which I told you all was going to happen, that nothing was going to take place until coming down to the end of Mrs. Haywood Christopher's time in office. Nothing was going to happen in April and so on to interfere with all the election things that were going on. So the DPP has issued a
Are you there, Wall Street?
The Commissioner of Police with her legal team in tow.
You hearing it?
No, now it's back.
Huh?
Gone into headquarters,
Yes.
up to the steps, up to the 6th floor.
Okay.
And what is being told, I don't know if it's true, that she has been reinstated as Commissioner of Police. Now, the acting commissioner, appointed by Parliament, is sitting there and he doesn't know what is happening. So now we have 2 commissioners. But I have some questions here. Is it that the Police Service Commission moved with all and utter and complete haste to reinstate Ms. Erla Haywood Christopher 3 days before the end of her contract and did not inform the present Commissioner of Police of what is happening so he can get basically ambushed in the building? And when I say ambush, I'm not meaning in a illegal way, but being ultimately surprised and not knowing what is happening when the commissioner comes back into office. Is that what was the intention? But does this also mean that the Police Service Commission intends to extend Ms. Christopher for another year from the 15th of May? Because that's the only thing that could make sense if that is their intention. And it would make no sense for them to reinstate her 3 days before the end of her contract when they have no intention of extending her. So what is going on? What is happening? But all of this is part of the bacchanal that is taking place in the police service that seems not to end. Because we also have information coming from the Deputy Commissioner for Investigations that has caused more confusion and more heat than light when she says to the press that the investigation is continuing even after the DPP has dropped the charge against Ms. Haywood Christopher. What investigation? The impression given by the media, the investigation into Ms. Christopher, that it can't be, into Mr. Bess, for what? Not with respect to the importation of the firearms, because if they couldn't charge Ms. Christopher, who approved the importation, how could they charge Mr. Bess, who did not receive the firearms at all? There's no charge there. So it has to be some other investigation. And what I'm hearing is the investigation into excess ammunition that possibly were in the possession of Mr. Bess. But if that is true, that case is doomed to failure. Because SRPs and regular police are allowed, when they're in certain positions, to keep ammunition. And what do you call excess? We don't go by excess in the police service, as long as it's accounted for. And in Mr. Best's case, he was a reserve army officer still. So he's exempted under the Firearms Act, but he need to have certain kind of licenses when on duty. What is going on? This is too much of confusion and bacchanal and people talking out of turn. So now the new Minister of Homeland Security has to deal with this issue here before you could even sit down and look through what has to be done to help the police service. You have to clean another bacchanal. And if Ms. Christopher is extended for another year, does it mean that they're going to scrap the list that they've already prepared? Some people say that, yeah, they plan to scrap the list because through the grapevine they hear that they want the lineup to bring back Gary as commissioner. Trinidad is bacchanal. I don't know what to say. Let me wait for our next 5 shoes to drop.
Tommy, you hear that?
Yes.
I don't think Gary coming back.
I think the bacchanal under KCR was just too much.
But Tommy, Gary bought that video too, you know. You know that?
Yeah.
And
I'm not
somehow
surprised.
it ended up in my mailbox, you know.
Not surprised.
I don't know how it did, you know, but somehow. But only listen to it. Listen to what Gary had to say.
It is good, once again, to speak not as a politician, but as a former National Security Advisor, Security Minister, and Police Commissioner on matters that directly impact the safety and security of citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. The recent situation involving former Commissioner of Police Earl Christopher, this is not isolated, and now presently reappointed Commissioner of Police Earl Christopher. It is the latest in a long line of incidents that expose just how deeply politics has infiltrated our systems of law enforcement and national intelligence. We could start with the Brent Thomas matter, a law-abiding citizen who was abducted outside our territorial jurisdiction on the directive of the then Minister of National Security, because only a Minister of National Security could give instructions for police officers to leave our territorial waters to be involved in any operation. And a judge rightfully questioned how officers involved in that unlawful action could still be serving in the TTPS. But instead, what did we do? We said nothing. Instead of accountability, one of the individuals involved was rewarded with a promotion to Deputy Commissioner of Police by a police service commission that was handpicked by a president who was selected by politicians. And we said nothing. Then there was Pastor Brown, who was defamed and publicly labeled as a self-proclaimed pastor by politically driven actors. All charges eventually dropped. No evidence. Just yet again a deliberate, coordinated character assassination campaign. And we said nothing. Next came the case of Roger Bess, a director of the SSE, who acted within the law to facilitate the legal acquisition of weapons for the Defense Force. He too was arrested, humiliated, and dismissed. The charges were baseless, and the attack was political. And we said nothing. I too endured these same tactics. During my tenure, I refused to arrest political opponents without evidence. The response? A report then came out with lies and false accusations written by one named Barrington, who submitted this to a Prime Minister, and he, the Prime Minister, and Blissy Prasad, used this to unlawfully interfere with a merit list for Commissioner of Police. That list was then withdrawn without approval from the Police Service Commission, and a dangerous precedent was set. Once more, we said nothing. And what became of that civilian who submitted the false report? He too was rewarded and appointed director of the SSE. Now, as we go back to the Earl Christopher matter, we are witnessing the same movie with a recycled script. The arrest of a sitting Commissioner of Police without evidence or legal justification. And this has embarrassed our nation and virtually crippled public trust in law enforcement. Now, this is based on a sniper rifle. A sniper rifle, they claim, which is legally available to licensed civilians for sport shooting. And this was deliberately misrepresented as a terrorist-grade weapon by officers in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Legal Department and the Professional Standards Bureau of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Now, let us be clear. The Commissioner of Police has full authority to issue semi-automatic weapons to any FUL holder. Roger Bess was an FUL holder. He possessed such a license. So there was nothing illegal in what transpired. Yet, we are now being subjected to headlines claiming an ongoing investigation exists, when in fact there is nothing to investigate. This is not just incompetence, it is institutional sabotage. The legal officers involved from the police service that did this should immediately be removed. The Professional Standards Bureau, which is now weaponized for political witch hunts, that should be shut down and rebuilt. Now, before 2018, public trust and confidence in the police service was 14%, the lowest in all arms in the public service. By 2021, under my watch, it had risen to 59%, the highest in public trust and confidence. And now it has plunged to, I think, below 8%. The numbers don't lie. People no longer trust the system. But these are the same police officers, so it is the system that has become the problem. The system is no longer built to serve them. It serves political agendas. We must also reconsider how commissioners of police are selected. The Police Service Commission should not be influenced by politicians. Earlier, Christopher, for instance, when she was assessed by international experts, she could not come in the top 20. And then when it was given to the Police Service Commission, again, who are persons who would be appointed by a president who's appointed by politicians, she moved from not coming in the top 20 to number 1. But this wasn't her fault. She applied, but the process was corrupt. Unless we reform these systems, we will continue to see rogue elements in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service working hand in hand with political operatives to destroy reputations, sideline professionals, and reward misconduct. Anywhere else in the world, the officers who ordered and executed the unlawful arrest of a sitting commissioner of police without proper evidence should be suspended immediately. It is indeed time to clean house if we are serious about restoring law, order, and public trust. We must take bold steps to purge the system of political interference and rogue elements. Let us not be silent any longer. Let us be courageous enough to say what must be said and do what must be done.
So all you hear, all you heard, Ola Christopher, all you hear the watchman, and then all you hear
GG.
But if we have to be honest, right? It appears to me Gary Griffith have 2 chances of being the commissioner of police in Trinidad in the next 5 years, slim and none. 2 chances. And it's not because of and not because of whether he could do the job or he can't do the job. But I think it's because of what happened during the recent political campaign. Florida, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good night again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. So this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Listen, Miss Ula and the next Benjamin was handpicked. There wasn't low at the list. So let me put that in perspective. There wasn't the right fit. So there's no way that UNC going to put back either one of them without doing a proper vent and a check on the list and give the proper person that position. And the second thing, Gary Griffith lose all integrity with the public because when he said he had files on Rowley and he never spilled it. And then the incident with a so-called daughter of someone who had X, Y, and Z drugs, and nothing came out of it. So, Mr. Gary Griffith, you lose all integrity with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and the election showed you. So don't think you're coming in for no top cup again. Bye-bye. Look on this one.
You know what was interesting? I also saw the Belmont midfielder that sitting on the bench. I saw him there. Welcome. Tom, you know what is interesting though? I could never understand this. We had a general election with our party in power and another party trying to get in power. But instead of that party attack the party in power, they were attacking the opposition party. Tommy, make that make sense to me?
It doesn't add up.
They were attacking the opposition party instead of the party in power.
It doesn't add up.
So that says to me that
Matson.
The Matson, and you are not really a person who makes sound decisions. Your decision is warped. You are attacking the opposition who are attacking the party in power. And you in a one word to say about the party in power? I mean, was there a deal done and people didn't know about some kind of deal done? That if they get back in power, you know what I mean? You know where it does go? You go get, don't worry yourself, you'll get a little something, you'll get something. We go fix you up. So it appears to me that Lady Gypsy might have to put Gary in she song too, boy.
Yep.
I don't know. Eh? All the Lady Gypsy have plenty song, eh? Lady Gypsy have plenty song, boy. You might have to put Gary in one of them song, boy. I don't know. I'm just asking. Yeah. You know, Caribbean soul. Seriously, eh? Tommy, I don't know. That fella have a Wall Street a banker, you know. That fella. What is his name? The fella. Did I call him some type of Tommy, what is it? What Tommy last name again? This comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul are starting to believe, yeah. He have a banker over Wall Street, eh? He does have a banker. He's still talking about that building? Eh? He's still talking about that building? Well, his party decide not to give to poor black disadvantaged youths in Laventille and environment, but you need to hush. As a matter of fact, I'm revoking your black card. I'm revoking your black card. I'm taking it back. Let me see what kind of card I go get you. I go get you your next card. I'm revoking your black card. I'm taking it away from you. Comrade, welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Good night to you.
Come on, man. Let them wallow in the ignorance. But
yeah, comrade, as you say that.
Allow them to wallow in
Yeah,
ignorance.
if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Let me say hello to Gordon Joseph. Go ahead.
But they seem to be quite successful at being stupid.
You know, our next one, they say it's better to keep your mouth shut and make people think you're a fool than to do what, Tommy?
And to open it and confirm it.
Okay. And we say hello to Gordon Joseph. Go ahead, comrade.
Yeah. So, based on the speculation of a new police commissioner and the recent information set out by Mr. Griffith, it would appear that it's stranger than fiction. You see, he sometimes raves on about ratings and how much he was rated as a commissioner of police and how much he was liked by the public generally. And for some reason or the other, strange as it may seem, that was not reflected in the results of the last general elections, where his party actually lose all the deposits. And the Kamla Prasad government would like to thank him for that. That money will come in handy. Yeah. But that being said, he also mentioned that Ms. Christopher placed very low on the list for Commissioner of Police, and somehow she arose to the top of that list. You hear me, Professor?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
You're not on your video stuck.
No, we hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead.
So he fails to also remind us that on that same merit list where he ascended to the position of Commissioner of Police, he actually placed fourth on that list, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all
No,
know that.
we know that. We know that.
So, like Lazarus, he came fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And he was handpicked by the then Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, for whatever reason or the other. And during his tenure, if you recall, there was an election where he prevented the music trucks of the UNC from entering the Carnage area to go about the legitimate business of campaigning, but he allowed the trucks with the red army people to enter freely and do what they had to do and come back out. Not that the UNC would have won that seat by any stretch of the imagination, or not that the trucks were blocked by some SRP police. It was he himself on that fateful day actually telling the trucks they need to turn back. So I don't know the objectivity that he would have displayed at that point in time, and if that would augur well, or if the current administration would care to remember those mishaps and his ascension and his behavior at the time, allowing certain people to keep the COVID parties while having other people taken up in buses, little children who wanted to take a little sea bath because they live close to the sea. And he take them up and he take them for a ride and he exposed them further to risk because he took them from the seafront into Port of Spain to some police station where if COVID was in fact so prevalent and was going to kill everybody, they'd have probably died by now. So it just goes to show that, we have to be careful with these people just in and out of the woodwork, trampling in and trampling out, looking for any opportunity to become some sort of famous, some sort of inspiration, some sort of something. And all you get from them in reality is a lot of deceit and backstabbing and backbiting. I recall his name was even called in Emailgate as one of the conspirators to kill a journalist. And the same man who accused him of that or brought the emails to the parliament is the same person who ascended him to the position of police commissioner. So these things stranger than fiction, I don't think Eden Blyton or one of those long-time novelists could have done that type of work. But I leave it for you guys to speculate because you're the brilliant one, not me. I thank you. Good night.
Thank you, comrade. So, folks, there we go. We're going to go for that quick station break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as Professor Wall Street says, share the live.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lap, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more rain, 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 no more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye,
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Let's take this call. COP, welcome. COP.
Professor Wall Street,
you're
good
inside.
night again to you. And Uncle Tommy, good night again to you.
Same
you know
to
what
you.
is that so nice? Bye bye, Rowley, bye bye. You know the wound he leave on the future of this country. You know the first wound is the deepest wound. Your first wound is the deepest wound. The wound that he leave in this country.
Yeah, boy.
Especially the young people them that first time they vote and they vote for the PNM.
Yeah.
In 2015. The wound he leave on those young people and them, Dr. Rowley, not Dr. Rowley. The wound you leave on them, Rowley, is although we might laugh and say no more left foot, no more rifle, bye-bye. We will never forget you, And the future of this country, remember this. The young person who first voted for you was 18 years. And today there is working at 28 years. Them will never forget you, Keith Rowley. And the PNM, when you look at it at Wall Street, in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, we have a commissioner of police was accused of misbehavior in public office and was arrested and charged, Earl Christopher. That no other country that has happened just so, charged. That country, that case is going on 5 years now. It's about 4 or 5 months now, right?
And COP, you know what the sad thing is? Nobody will suffer any consequences for that. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I watch it. People don't suffer any consequences, but that's not. They pay for it, and the time will come for them to pay for it, because I'll tell you where I'm going with this Walsh professor. She was arrested, detained for over 24 hours in a police station. And for signing off, as they say, a legal firearm that was not supposed to be in this country. And she was charged and arrested and charged. And months after today, the DPP, nobody can find any evidence that this lady do something wrong, break the law, which mean whatever she signed up for was legal to enter this country. Because if it was illegal, that's the evidence they will have to charge she. And after the investigation, the evidence that we see as citizens, it was legal for the people them to have those kind of guns in this country. What Professor Wall Street, what Keith Rowley do to our country and the police service? Remember, it's Keith Rowley that vetoed when the police service commissioner put somebody else. Remember the Indian fella? Some Deulchan or Deulao, some kind of thing.
Yeah.
For commissioner of police. Keith Rowley is the man that vetoed that and stopped that from Presidential House or so wherever it's supposed to go. And vetoed that and choose the NTA leader, Gary Griffith. And say in Parliament, he chose Gary Griffith because Gary Griffith stand up against his own party, which was the UNC. He probably said that in Parliament. So if this police service commission had the responsibility to choose a commissioner of police, nobody else should have the authority to veto that. And after that, look at the mess. To this day, look at the mess. What Keith Rowley do to the police service and commissioner of police. Look, we run. How come they make Gary Griffith commissioner of police, legally commissioner of police, and not acting commissioner of police? And after the fire Gary Griffith, because Gary Griffith went away on a holiday, And when he come back over here, surprisingly, he lost the worker.
Yeah. Yeah.
All them things was unconstitutional and hypocrisy and strategy in the political arena, interfering with the legal process. Keith Rowley was doing that. And today, up to this day, we don't have a commissioner of police. We still have acting commissioner of police. So the laws they use for Gary Griffith. Why will Christopher had us to be acting? Why this Benjamin man had us to be acting? Why they can't make it commissioner of police immediately one time? Because Keith Rowley and the PNM interfere with the constitutional process. You see, when Kamala Persad-Bissessar in 2010 become prime minister and they bring the white man from over there that the PNM did choose he and they make he commissioner of police one time and stop that political strategy. Since Keith Rowley become opposition, from then to now, the police service in rumble. And we only have an acting commissioner of police, and the disaster we're facing today is what Keith Rowley do. And we must stick it to Keith Rowley. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, I want you all to listen to this young lady. I don't think this young lady lives in, she's a Trinidadian, but I'm not sure if she lives in Trinidad. But her statement resonated 100% with me. Right? I want you all to take a listen.
Pleasant good morning, J Nation, to my loving J Nation, and to my country, Trinidad and Tobago. For those of you who don't know me, I am J Angel. I'm an independent voice actor, singer-songwriter. I work in the field of entertainment and media. I'm also a certified radio announcer. However, I resigned in radio since 2018. Yeah, I've served radio like close to 9 years in my country, and I resigned. I'm doing my own thing now, independent girl. I'm the queen of J Angel Productions. Now, to my J Nation is my fan base, my loving fan base. You know I love you all. But I also want to address my country, Trinidad and Tobago. Yesterday, our Queen Kamala, yes, that's the Queen, Queen Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the Prime Minister, had her post-cabinet meeting, right? Members of the media was there as well. And she highlighted certain things and addressed certain things in the country and stuff. Firstly, let me just say, some of you all need to stop it. Where's she? We're not seeing the Prime Minister. Where's she? She too old? She's sick? She can't run the country. Why we not seeing her? Okay, she came out. You'll see her. Okay, she is well. She is good. She's in good spirits. Her and her administration, they've been working. All right? And it's like some Trinidadians, you cannot please some of them. You all need to stop it. I am not buffing you. Let us get that right. But I need to address a few things here. Right? In 1 week, our Queen Kamala have shown herself of great excellency and executing certain things that she had promised. Right? Certain things surprised us as well. The transparency that she gave was very outstanding. It's been a while I haven't seen, a prime minister being so transparent and, taking hold of accountability when coming to what's taking place in our country, regards to the government, the ministries, whatever is taking place. Yesterday, we really got transparency from her. I really don't know what some of you all want again. You all need to stop it, right? The merit points taken away. Just imagine that. The rising sun shining on us. Okay? Ministers, she put in a cap on them when coming to wanting vehicles, Maybach, hatchback, whatever backs, right? To go to and from. No, the state taxpayers' money not going to pay for that. Housing for state ministers, right? From the state taxpayers' dollars are no longer going to pay for that. There are certain things she's doing in 1 week. There are some people that saying, where you getting money from to run the country? Really? I think the real question should be, where the money gone? The former administration, we were 9 years. We faced a lot as a people, right? A lot happened, even a pandemic and everything. That's the proper question. Where the money gone? You understand? I am not buffing you. I'm just saying it. Over $45 billion. Where it gone? Where it gone? Right? I I'm just speaking here. Nobody is paying me. Nobody never tell me to do this. I'm just looking on as a young woman in my field and just being a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. I am here to speak to my people. Let us have a little patience, my people. Let us have a little patience, a little hope, a little faith. For 9 years, what really happened? Some of us, our patience run out. In 1 week, look at how much our Queen Kamala have been doing. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. Rome wasn't built in a day. Right? Do you all know there were some people, right? Food cards that was taken away. People lost jobs. So much happened. Prices sky high. You name it. Gas going up. There are certain things that she's looking for in order to, dissect certain industries and certain sectors in this country that can generate funds. And it will be for our benefits. And think about it. It is only logical. Common sense will tell you, right? In order to generate some money, let us cut back and see what we can cut back. Cut back from the ministers, cut back from housing, cut back, right? Cut back from those things. Apart from that, look within the infrastructure of the country. Look at certain industries we already have that is established and see how much we could capitalize on it. Example, the energy sector. She's exploring options there. When coming to farming, that is another industry that have a lot of potential. All you know how much is our import bill? When our exporting bill should be more overhead than our import bill. So this country could at least generate some US and stuff. The farming industry, we could grow our own foods here. For example, the cannabis industry. That is $1 billion industry. She has plans for that. And I think that was a great move. In fact, that should start tomorrow, please God. You know what I'm going to allow? Our youths on the streets no longer have to hide and sell a little weed on the block and thing. You understand? We're going to have proper industries that going to be able to produce revenue, create jobs. We could be right here in Trinidad and Tobago. We could be the #1 in the Caribbean when coming to having cannabis available in terms of the medical marijuana, CBD oil for your hair, for your skin, body wash, you name it. This is a full industry, right? The youth on the corner who hiding and selling your weed, you don't have to do that no more. We can do it legally. You understand? Grow your little weed and thing, hire little weed farms and then carry it to the company, whatever they may create in order to generate your funds. We could have weed shops, you understand? Cannabis stores all over the place, right? Home in New York, where every time I go to New York, every corner you turn, there's cannabis stores, cannabis cafe, cannabis restaurant. Weed is not just to smoke and get high, No. You understand? It's a proper industry. Face soap, you understand? Herbal tea, CBD oil, and the list goes on. So just imagine that. But you'll have to give things a chance. Give it a chance now. Right? And then the next thing is that the media. I've seen some people talking on the media. Oh goodness. For years, all you keep thinking on Queen Kamala's name. Let us highlight the positivity. This is not about a woman stronger than a man or a woman better than a man in power. This had nothing to do with this, We as a collective unit, people of Trinidad and Tobago, need to be the priority. The citizens being able to take care of the citizens of this country. Putting people first before we put in money in our pockets, right? That 1% mentality that had to go. There's no two bracket and shouldn't have no two brackets in Trinidad. Uptown, downtown, cut out the middle class. No, listen, I don't really like to get involved where politics is concerned, but logically, my people, I'm just saying to you, let us think for a minute now. Sit down and think now. Look how much Queen Kamala did within 1 week, right? Laptops in schools. I'm seeing some people have an issue with laptops in schools. Laptops for our youths in schools. You know what this means, right? Parents can cut back on the exorbitant money they have to be spending on books, textbooks, right? We are moving ahead. Think futuristics. You understand? Think it that way. Children now have the opportunity to have faster learning. They could get their stuff done on time and they could explore different avenues where their education could be more in a futuristic setup rather than just, a big bag on your back. And come on, man, my people, let us think, right? Let us think, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. Give Queen Kamala a chance. Give her administration a chance. And like I said, if you don't give her a chance, how you're going to see, right? Give her a chance. In 1 week, look at how much is being done already. And we as citizens, we have to do our part as well. All right. The next thing I see, they're talking about the Prime Minister residence. Why she don't work from there? Queen Kamala could work anywhere. She could work anywhere remotely. All right. As long as the job is getting done. You all get to see the proper video of the Prime Minister's residence. Mold, all you want to put the woman there to get sick. It have all kind of sewage leak and all these kind of things. I mean, I look inside of it, the furniture, it's okay, a bit outdated, but I'm just saying, like even the security scanners and these things ain't working properly. There's so much need to be done there. And it makes sense. She could work from St. Anne's, she could work from South, she could work from Tobago, she could work remotely, she could move around. She's getting the job done. Just give it a chance. All right. For 9 years, we face so much. All right. We face so much. We cuckoo was supposed to be cook. I didn't even have okra to put in my cuckoo. The rising sun is here. Queen Kamala is here. Have no fear. Give it a chance, my people. Just give it a chance. Right. And only look for the positive. Stop trying to point out the negative or looking to see where she could go wrong. Queen Kamala is here, aka Cersei. Much love to you, Queen Kamala Prasad Bisasa. Much love to your administration as well. Trinidadians, relax now.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I was told that this young lady is in Trinidad. But you know something? I just thought about something. You know, it's people like Payne, Patty, Gordon Joseph, go have problems with the things that the current UNC government is doing, and they're doing it too quick. Bitcoin, welcome.
Yeah, boy, that just gets sweet too bad in the Wall Street.
Boy.
Sweet too bad. I see that video that girl make there, boy. She was right on point.
On point. And listen to this, Bitcoin. Yeah. She just jot my memory. You know, in college, every one of the kids have laptops.
Mm-hmm.
Every single kid in the class have a laptop. Right? And it's required. You could have your own laptop, but it's required. And I just saying, but wait now. They was talking about high school in Trinidad and up here in college. So that was a really innovative idea.
Yes.
That was way before its time. And then the Jurassic, dinosaurical PNM came in power. And they stopped the laptops.
And had that laptop program had continued from which Kamala left off. When the thing called COVID-19 came along, those children would not have a null or breakdown in that period of time where there was no schooling in Mr. Wall Street.
Yep.
They would have continued being taught there. Because if you remember, between 2020 and at least 2022, everything in education in this country fell apart. You know? They were doing bad in the SEA, they were doing bad in all the other exams. Everything else, the children went through a metamorphosis that took them back years into where they're supposed to be. So, this like it or not, Dr. Rodriguez talk what he want, he could say children want to watch this or whatever, that and that. Children learning from small. You get a child when they're born, a cell phone, Mr. Wall Street, them know how to operate that cell phone, know how to go in the settings, all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Thing me know how to do. You understand? They just come equipped or acclimatized to those kind of technology rather than me and you. And they know all about these things, you know. That's how these children operating now. They're more technically inclined. But I see now your partner, Gary, what he's trying to do, come and sing for 10 days. Because he's not a political leader, no party again. So he what should I say? He out in the open, he could get attendance somewhere. But I don't think he's that stupid to think that this leader at this party, who thought he was cutting day in and day out, all over the place, all over media, all over radio station, to give a site to come in as commissioner. But if she do that, would she have bigger than mine? You understand? Because of what that man do to she, and say she can't win no election and this and the other. He was very, very nasty to this woman on the campaign trail. Oh, he went up into Napuna and said, look, you see me, I walking up and down, you think Kamala can walk up and down? I said, look at this man, boy, making pot shot at the woman. Like you will reach something one day and see what your condition will be. All of them was doing that, you know. But you see, all of them had a kiss the ring finger now. All of them. And she just had to sit down and watch. I tell you, karma is something that's come full circle, and them fellas had to realize that, you know. And it's come back and hit your way, it had to hit you good. So let them all who continue doing the traction work against the woman and attacking she, let them continue. Silence is the best weapon she had. And when they see come back, she decided to sit down and watch what happening to them. It coming full circle back. Have a good night, Dr.
Yeah, man.
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tony.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Good night.
You know, Tommy, you know, think about this, right? In 1 week, amendments to the Children Life Fund Act, expansion of the act, review of rejected applicants. So if you were rejected previously, you have a second chance. Repeal of the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority Act. Right? The cabinet has been advised that only 32.6% of public officers expressed any interest in transferring to the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority. Let me take this call. KFC, welcome.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington. Uncle Tommy again, man.
What's happening, man?
I'm Bitcoin. I'm my brother Twinji. Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
G-String, you resigned from the party. You all on social media begging for work. I begging the UNC all steal from G-String. That's why that dangerous for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you are in the campaign train, he attacking the evil PNM. He attacking the party now in power now.
Yeah.
So we don't want to part of G-String. But Mr. Washington, that young lady there. Very nice young lady there.
Yeah.
Taking it on the page. What you see the real side?
It says, yeah.
Yeah. The Russian one for this, Russian one for that. On the 9-10 years on the nasty PNM government. They talking to Rowley and Shortron and one what they want. When they bug down and mash up this country.
Yeah.
We have to bring it back.
Yeah, we had to fix back the country. Yeah.
I see the Minister of Education is about 30-something, 40-something schools. The last government they built 80-something%, and the PNM never fix none of them school and them, right?
Yeah. I that too, you know. We go do that tomorrow.
You see school, the previous government bill and the PNM not flesh it, boy.
They just leave it there.
Taxpayers' money, boy.
They just leave it there to run down and mash up. That's why, listen, when people say, when we started KFC to call the PNM evil and wicked, people used to cringe, you know. They used to cringe. How you could say that? How you could call them people but the evil and wicked?
But first, the evil and wicked, they like children. They take the laptop from children.
But they take it away and hear the excuse, oh, they're going to be home looking at porn. Hear the excuse now. What a poor excuse. Poor excuse.
Poor excuse. Yeah.
Boy, them.
I beg you, never Carlos, sir. You see the school in Israel, like Piccadilly and St. Flem School, eh? Only they vote for them. Build the schools for the children them now.
They go fix it.
The parents try to keep them dancing in Israel corridor down there, you know, Mr. Washington. They take the laptop.
Yeah.
And give it 30 grams of marijuana. We smoke with them. Be hungry.
Yeah, or go up in Instagram chase and go swim in the pool. And if you're hungry, drink some water.
But one thing I'm putting them in Maloney, so Grand Chase, but Mr. Washington means you know, good swimmers come out of there yet, you know.
What swimmer?
Who got scholarship on that, not all, you know.
Yeah.
I had a pool on the scholarship making water green, and set that tap.
Yeah. KFC.
Yeah.
You ask Payne, Gordon Joseph, and Patty, and PNM Fox and them, how much swimmers come out of Stogram Trace Lavantil? Maybe they don't know where up there is. How many swimmers make a Carifta team, an Olympic team, a World Championship team, a Pan American game team? How many swimmers come up in Stogram Trace Lavantil? How many of them?
Yeah. Call them out and find out and call them dieting PNM.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, only put in the chat. PNM Fox. Yeah, man, bless. Yeah, no, PNM Fox. Gordon Joseph, Patty. No, I think Altia no longer here. Altia, put in the chat. Put in the chat how many swimmers come out of
coming in from Trinidad.
So Graham Trace and Laventille. Go ahead, Tommy, take that one. COP, hold on.
Yeah.
Caller, you live.
Andy? Good night, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, first time caller, man.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, it's appreciative enough to know that we could have, true people that we could recognize what is the truth behind everything. It's not a matter about person, color, race, creed. It's about governance, democracy, and where this foundation came from.
Yeah.
Right? You see, the fact about everything is that we grew up and we brought this country from the English. Right? A lot of people just forget we need to go back to the beginning, to where it all started, and where democracy and corruption started. Right? The Africans, the Indians in this country would have been the die-hard, the Chinese, everybody come together to create this country where it is today. And the thing about politics, as soon as you reach in that power, as soon as you reach in that position, you gain power. And that's why everybody greed and crave after power. To get that feeling of power. It's not about money. Yes, it's about money. But when you get that feeling of power, it's like a drug. It doesn't want to let go of it. Right? And now that the generation is growing, and they're becoming to be more smarter, they're beginning to understand that nobody cannot come now and tell them how to live their life anymore. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, someone would have been dictating your face how to live, how to learn, where to go, who qualified to get what. Right? But those are the days of when we would have cell phone was a letter. Right? And now we come in the modern society now. People is beginning to understand. They're no longer going to be bullied by this thing they call democracy. Right? Everybody now, because of our new government, they see an opportunity where, they want to do this. Everybody feeling as if they want to help this, they want to help that. Because why? Because we see that somebody who is going to do truth. Yes, democracies have room for all different kind of stuff, but all different kind of, to the fact that you have opportunities, you could pull your pocket or do whatever. But at the end of the day, it boils down to each and every creed and race. We need to go back to the beginning. Here, every creed and race find an equal place. It have no Indian, African, and Chinese. Twin Burgundians. All of us came from India, we came from Africa, we came from different parts of the world. All of us have our birthplace where we came from.
Thank you, man.
We should be proud of to be Twin Burgundians because there's no place like this in the world where every creed and race could come together and live in one unity. And what caused me to bring me to this today? Lies, corruption. Everybody who has had a chance in power was an ordinary person walking on the streets. Live, work the way up. But the minute they sit in that seat they call power, is a spiritual will just come over you and you will no longer be in control. You yourself will forget your community, you forget your constituency, you forget your party. You start to study at different level of life. Certain people no longer make no sense to you. The poor man on the street make no sense. Nobody, not even your own family makes sense to you. Right? Because we are seeing change. I mean, everybody is free for their own opinion of expressing themselves. But is it justifiable with regards to the truth of what is right from wrong? Are you trying to tell me that you want to call good evil and evil good? How is that of any kind of motivation of making this country a better place? You guys what is called
man.
Of journalism and reporting, and not to say, well, you know, you are holding on one side, but at the same point in time, you are showing what is the truth, what is reality. We know for the last, since 1962 to now, we know all people would have leaned on a certain side to support and looking for recognition. But the same set people that who they are supporting at the same point in time could leave the blind is like the blind leading the blind. And that is exactly what happened today. Right? So it's kind of hard for some to let go to the fact that, hey, we're going on, this person was leading me, and that's what they're doing. Right? So we come now in a position today as a country now, is what it is we're looking at of making it a better place. Are we need to sit down every day and watch the television to see what the Prime Minister doing and see what the Minister is doing? Us. We need to do what we have to do in our own self. Right? Of how it is we're going to manage and make it a better. Trinidad ain't going to get better overnight. We all know that.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Yes.
It's like...
Thank you. COP, welcome.
You hear me, guys?
Yeah, we hearing you. Yeah. We appreciate everything you say. Yeah, we appreciate everything you say, man. And don't be a stranger. Call back again. Well, where are you calling from?
From Robert Village in Tableland side.
All right.
Down in South.
No worry.
Don't be a stranger, man. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, man.
Okay,
man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for the time and all the patience, and bless.
Yes, man.
That's what we do here. Yeah, no problem. COP, go ahead.
Professor, good night to you. And Uncle Tommy, good night to you. Yeah, I give him 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
For that first time contribution. I give him 10 out of 10. There's only one thing I disagree with him. I agree with him when he said everybody, all race, everything, everybody here is Trinbagonian. And I agree with you 100%. But where I disagree with him, Trinbago, it have Trinbagonians and it have PNM in this country. Because the way how I ask myself questions.
But COP, they still Trinbagonians. They still Trinbagonians.
Because when you see what everybody win.
Wall Street. I live in Trinidad, I live in Trinidad. But it have Trinbagonians, it have Trinidadians, everybody, somebody chat. But you see the PNM supporters of them? And let me tell you why I'm saying that. What type of Trinbagonian wouldn't want a young child to get a laptop to go to school, especially when the mother can't buy it?
COP, you know you make some... No, COP.
Listen.
Go ahead.
What type of Trinbagonian wouldn't want the child to go to a nice school with air conditioning and thing? The PNM parents and them leave 86. They support the party to leave 86. 80-something% completed in Trinidad and Tobago and in WZYE now. What type of Trinbagonian wouldn't want that? What type of Trinbagonian wouldn't want more money in minimum wage? What type of Trinbagonian wouldn't want public service to get more money? It's only a PNM supporters in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Those who want that. And if the next party give them, the cost the next party for giving them.
COP, let me say that. You make sense.
Yeah,
Here's why you make sense. And you are absolutely correct. What type of people, black people, doesn't want the Laventel to Worship Empowerment Center? PNM people. PNM people. So you're absolutely correct. And I want to take that back. You are absolutely correct, COP. You hit the nail on the proverbial head, you pong it in, and you went at the bottom and you pull it down some more.
Wall Street, Professor Wall Street, from 1956 to now, the PNM supporters and them supporting the PNM. the schools in the community, they're not asking for it to fix.
No.
Wall Street.
No, you're not.
Wall Street. Professor Wall Street. The PNM supporters and them will support the past Attorney General, an Indian man, to recuse himself from Parliament over 100 times for family members. The man they look like them, you know, and them contented with he making over $200 million a year in every 3 years in this country. Them contented with that. But for a little child who look just like them to get a laptop, they say the child go watch blues. The mother and father in the house, the PNM mother and father in the house.
But COP, you being generous. Them same PNM people don't have a problem with the Prime Minister going up in Lavantel and environs and telling them black people wean themselves off the government. But Faris Al-Wari could get hundreds of millions of dollars from the government. Stuart Young family could get hundreds of millions from the government. Terence the Singh family could get hundreds of millions. Colin Bud family could get hundreds of millions. But they are agreeing with the Prime Minister when he goes up into the black communities and tell them, all you need to wean all yourself off the government. How does that make any sense?
It have Trinbagonians and it have PNM in this country.
Correct.
And it is factual.
Correct.
Wall Street, we must ask Keith Rowley and we must ask the past wicked Minister of Education. Because in my view, the money them spend on the hair and the wig and the makeup and thing could have fixed over 5 schools in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
For the 10 years she spend taxpayers' money by saloon. It looking nice. She now know to ask the Honorable Prime Minister Kamala Persad is a week and a few days she in office.
Yeah.
After 3 days, you asking where the Prime Minister?
Yeah. Where the Prime Minister? She working. That's what she doing. She COP.
If you
go ahead.
If you, madam, was in Keith Rowley face every day, all in the room, all in the house, or in the face every day, you wanted to see your Prime Minister every day. You don't have to see the UNC Prime Minister every day. No? And what you as the Minister of Education, seeing your Prime Minister every day for? What you want to be seeing a married man every day for? Leave we UNC Prime Minister.
But
you mislead the people. Wall Street.
And COP, listen to this. Why the PNM don't move into the 21st century? People don't want to go to the office no more to get work done. Listen, if I feel a day, maybe I'm sick and I can't go to class, or COP, as a matter of fact, I was on vacation in St. Lucia, right? And I could still able to do a class. You understand? You could be any parts of the world and you could still work and get things done efficiently.
Wall Street is in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, yeah? You see in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, every school child that doing lessons, do lessons virtual on laptop. Every school child that doing lessons. You know, lessons is to go in a room with a set of chair and then all that stuff. Every child that doing lessons, do lessons now in the room on laptop. Why the PNM supporters don't want the children to be like that? Why it is the PNM leaders don't want the children to be like that? Why it is for the past 6 years or 7 years, we see over 75% of the children, especially in the PNM areas, fail the common entrance and the CXC, and they contented with that. Human being wasn't designed to think like that, but a PNM supporter who would brutalize the brain and make them just think PNM alone, and go dead at PNM, they thinking about the opportunity to have for the future of their tribe. They're not even contemplating on the future of their tribe as long as the PNM in power. What type of black mother and father will see in their organization all the other race eating, drinking, and living an independent and contented life, and their own tribe not getting the opportunity and will be contented with them. Sorry for taking up so much of time, callers.
No, man. No problem. Thank you. You know why? Because them like to suffer peacefully under the PNM. They like to suffer peacefully under the PNM. Yeah. Ulrich, go ahead.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, Ulrich. How are you going?
Sweet, you know why the people in Lavanti wouldn't make the whole Olympic of Torino goal in swimming? Because the swimming pool they build and you're pronouncing the name wrong. It's not what's Sogram.
It's Sogram Chase. It's Sogram Chase.
It's Sogware Chase.
Well, Trinidad, I didn't say Sogram.
Nah, well, I don't know who Trinidad Lavanti people, we know it as Sogware Chase.
No, but I people in Lavanti tell me Sogram Chase.
Nah, I don't know Sogram Chase.
But I'm telling you, look, KFC says Sogram Chase too.
Nah, I don't know it as that. I know it's Sogware.
Maybe that's a next pool. Maybe that next pool they build just privately for you, Ulrich.
Well, I will get it correct spelling and send it to you. But that them trying to swimming in that pool will never make nothing because the pool ain't built to world standard. It ain't built to Olympic standard. It built shorter. So when them practice it on that over and over and over and over, they could never when they go to the real thing they can't make because they ain't designed to be that kind of condition. Yeah. And Slim,
yeah,
you had to get some either bacon or this one with the say about dead kill them dead to kill cockroach on your platform. I'll get one of that.
Ulrich, before you go, SOGREN, Sogren Chase. Just say Sogren. Look it right here.
Well, all right. Well, when you call it what you want to call it, I don't know it as Sogren Chase. I know it as Sogre Chase.
No, look it right there. Trace swimming pool has been opened. They talk about the pool being opened by Prime Minister Rowley. Look it right there. Alright. Okay. You know, he's the king of. But you know, he's the king of fact checker. He's the king of fact checker.
I grew up knowing it as Sogre Chase. I don't know not one of Sogren Chase.
Well, the PNM gave that name. The PNM, your party gave that name, Ulrich.
My party. And Slim, you just go to church. You must meet closing people these hours of the night. That was not night to be using obscene language. Don't do that.
Ulrich, when I said that cost you? When I said that cost you?
Yes.
Oh God! All right, I apologize. I take that.
If I dine and they bring some water for me in a PNM cup, I dash it with.
No, Ulrich, just get to go and Joseph that man. Don't dash it with, because he doesn't need to drink water sometimes. Let's get it.
But you know, another thing I can't take with you, I just had 90s memory, and some of the people who they're looking to fight for. If you go back in history, and Slim,
you
remember Sugrika Michael was banned from Trinidad and Tobago?
Correct.
You know who banned him?
Eric Williams.
Do you remember CLR James? Who banned CLR James?
Eric Williams.
You remember a certain Prime Minister's daughter wanted to lend Trinidad money and she never worked a day in her life?
I hear what I want.
You remember 1970, the revolution with black people?
George Week.
George Week. The quality of treatment and not the march and all kind of thing, and people dead for that. Who that was under?
Correct.
Eric Williams.
But you see, but people have 90s. We Trinidadians have 90s memory. You see, and anybody who is the lighter shade of pain too, sitting higher than you. They're telling me they're breaking down people house for squatting and all kind of thing. But these 1% squatting on lands down in Shagaramas.
Correct.
Where the farmers can't get back their land.
Yeah.
They take a piece of the road too. If they take a piece of the road too, you know, and they take down the islands, they're controlling down the islands. You don't know nobody ain't talking about that.
And them going up in Lavantel and environs and tell them wean themselves off the government.
Being yourself of the government.
Imagine that. And them same PNM people, not one word from them, you know. They singing Sugar Hollow song. Not one word. Yeah? Alright, go on, boy. Alright. Alright.
And you see the
Go ahead. You're going to there for a minute. Go ahead.
And you see the ticket system where Kamala doing with the point system which she dealing with.
Yeah.
If you know how much relief that brings to motor, because me personally, I only drive when if I have to, because them police and them the brainwash, the brainwash with this colonial thinking and the dashboard dolly brain that they're looking for you, and when they stop you, is anything they're looking for, you know, they just want to get that ticket so that you had this point system. You know, with one stop you could lose your license.
Ulrich.
You know how much people invest on a car, the rent to own, and hoping to buy the car and get ticket and lost the opportunity, lost the money that they invest and end up on the breadline. You know what people working and doing driver's job and end up out of a job not because of this point system. I tell you, PNM, like they only used to sit down and just think about evil, like they're going to bed tonight and they're studying what they could come up with tomorrow to brutalize the citizens. So that liquid they get, even if they're talking about split vote, the kind of licks they get just goes to show that the country really fed up at them. Because even split votes could not save them with this election.
Correct.
So we need moving in the right direction.
Yeah, man.
But they'll suffer for 9 years, but they want Kamala to do everything in 1 week.
Correct.
I don't understand. And these people who making these requests in vote, you know, them who making requests in vote, they like to get $30 increase. But when UNC gain 100, they're going back to the $30. But it's a bunch of foolish people we have in this country, boy. But thank God, the brighter ones didn't take chain up, and we see the backup at PNM.
Thanks.
You know what kill PNM too? Let me take this last one before I go. You know what make PNM lost too? If Rowley did put Beckles, they would have still lost, you know, but they would have get more seats. But you know when we help them to lose too? When the past Prime Minister come back on the platform, when you tell people they could only get 4% increase and you go 47% increase and take a Chinese and put them as the head of the party. So, so that is why we and they use our language just so are kind of different. So that is why have them to lose. They don't no shame.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
And like pay them mashing up to if you watch our way we don't know pay them mashing up and you see that separation we get for the 9 years there, that separation is hard for them to come back. Kamala just do she job and everything will be good. She will be there for a long time.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
bless. Now, folks, I want you all to take a look on the screen. Pontius Pilate, who says he doesn't lie. Let me take this call real quick. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
Hi, Mr. Washit.
Yeah.
And Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
The country, Akisha Cole, come here and keep a fake show. Only say and go with your money, you know.
Eh? Three song?
Three song alone, she said. It was a fake show. She'll come back and do the real show.
What? How much was the going?
Well, some people pay 2,000, 1,200, 500 and thing.
What?
And the number one song they want to hear, they ain't yet.
Yeah.
Right now we're looking for she block all port, everything, she can't go.
Oh God, yeah. Let me deal with this comment here. Let me deal with this comment here. Yeah. Folks, I want to say something, Gordon Joseph, you have to stop lying. You have to stop lying. Look at the comment on the screen, Tommy.
Yeah, I see. Never show a plan.
Go ahead, read it, Tommy.
Never show a plan. Never show a budget. Never show how the children would be able to cross the borderline. But government must give a man in the U.S. a building or you wake up now.
You know, Tommy, you see that fella, he's not a man, you know. He's a mannequin. No, he's not a man. He's a mannequin because he continued to spew lies. Lies after lies after lies. And he continued to get exposed. That is another lie right there.
How he knows you never show a plan?
But why am I trying to show you? Let me show you something. Let me show you all something. I want to show you all something. Let me show you of that guy that's liar, and he just get exposed all the time as being a liar. I'll show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. Oh, you see this? This is the rendition. All right? Here's the plan here. Oh, you see it right there? That is the cover of the plan. Oh, you see it? Request to the government of Trinidad and Tobago from Laventille to Wall Street Scholarship Foundation. Oh, you see it? You all see it, right? Right? Let me take this call. Anderson, welcome. All you see it, eh? So I don't have to show, that fella is a blatant liar. He lies all the time. You could not believe anything that fella says. He's an outright liar. Let me show you the thing again. Let me show you. Look, this is the rendition right here. All you see the top? From Laventille to Wall Street Empowerment Center. This is a rendition. This was given to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley with a proposal in it. Right? So anyway, folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Anderson, hold on. Put your closing comments in the chat. Also send your closing voice notes. Anderson, welcome.
So, Walter, good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Kingsley, Kunji.
Anderson. Anderson.
I shall let me tell you good night to as well.
Yeah, Anderson, I say you're vexing me because I do an editorial in your family.
Nobody that no blood in politics. That no blood in politics. But I know I don't know if Lennox Smith trying to be you, but I don't think well Lennox Smith live. The atmosphere won't be like yours. But Lennox Smith, I don't know. One.
Anderson, why are you attacking Lennox? Anderson, let me ask you a question. Anderson, why are you attacking Lennox? Tell me why. Why? Why?
Because it's like all those who wanted money when they say Kamala giving the activists the bloggers and them money. They said the UNC was getting them money. Lennox Smith want and this fella to tell one of them bloggers he wanted money towards something. Lennox wanted to be something in Laventille. You have tried so much.
But Anderson, Anderson, wait. Anderson, 1 minute. But Anderson, the UNC get 3,500 and 20-something hundred votes in Laventille East and Laventille West. They never ever received that high votes in the history of politics in Trinidad.
Yeah, it wasn't Corey Marcel, UNC would have been Laventille. For sure.
Yeah, but the amount of votes they get.
I want to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Election done, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Wall Street.
Correct.
And I listened to the underground report. And I hope you're listening, you, Lennox, Andy, anybody, Mikey. I hope you're listening. You see what they just listen to them. Well, Andy will see my number calling. And you'll have a portion of callers who probably just get them the little 50 US and the little $100 when they do the professional begging. It's not that with me. I was brought up in social work. But moving on to say this, when I listen to these programs and them after election, I don't hear people giving the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessar cabinet proper advice. So they're still going back to Rowley and Beck. No, them dead, them lost, them politically murdered. People politically murder them. Them gone in the political cemetery, as Lady Gypsy said. That cemetery which she built for them, I think all of them is there now. I want to hear people reminding, giving the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessar gentle reminders. And one problem I had was really affecting me was this thing when you meet people and they say, Anderson, you know nobody in social welfare. I was just in a little water home and they take my name off the grant. Machine said, Anderson, you know nobody in that social place, boy. The people, somebody tell them they're selfish. She gonna help somebody, clean fish, She grants up about 6 months now. Right? Disability. You see the social grant? Anybody listening, I know Wade Mark, sometimes you listen to the program and Dr. Munilal, I know they listen to this program most times. That they had their spare time to listen to this program. So some of you all feel Wade Mark in listening, it's good to tell young people like Dr. Munilal and I could the best be listening. I think Damian Lila used to, I don't know if he's still. I call it on the minister in charge of social development or social welfare. Take back these people outstanding, which was victimized by the PNM, to reinstate their grant forthwith, immediately, as soon as possible, before it's full moon or before the full moon finish. I mean, it's sad. And what some of them undergo below the PNM, and I want to beg, and I want to
Anderson, we are the top of the hour. We are the top of the hour. We are the top of the hour.
I want to ask some money from that city gate. She has been a wheelchair. She said, Anderson, come. And she said, UNC, But the PNM will give each other money. I'm going to vote. So some of them vote the UNC because it was being ill-treated. The time for the UNC to get on the ground, hit it running, see how the money go come in. It will come in. It's a blessed Twin Island. And do the necessities and the thing and this initiative they had throughout the election started fulfilling bit by bit.
All right.
There's nothing who now come in and now come out.
All right, leave it there. Yeah, thanks a lot. All right, folks, you're going for the break. Don't forget, put your closing quotes, your closing comments, and send your closing voice notes. We'll be right back. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. So, folks, tomorrow, I want to think that Tommy may have a guest with him because I have to go to an award ceremony at Seton Hall University tomorrow around the same time. So I might be in late, but I'm sure Tommy will be here with you. And I'm thinking that he may have a guest host. But folks, before we go, I'm coining an editorial and I'm coining, let me take this call. Yeah, KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
Good night,
I
man.
know there's crunch time and tomorrow with again. I must have good night to my boy. I'm going to be turned down. That's not cool. But
Yeah.
Mr. Washington, I call on the social development of the minister, my MP, London with, to look into that board in around Wednesday and fire all them sitting on that board because all them PNM are politicians and PNM activists and then they busted people shoot up there. I sometimes having a board meeting here Friday coming in. Them have to go from there. When I see everybody having I see people going there crying because they only cutting people disability check, take out for food, care all kind of thing in there. So I'm calling them that only from there. But Mr. Washington, I hear the emancipation community coming out now. They want Christopher Columbus move. They want shooting him after the man with the bands, Saul Michael. They want all kind of thing now. When the PNM was in power, who look like them, then begging for shit for the man. And for Christopher Columbus to move, God, he wants to do it.
Yep, they want him to do it. Correct.
But Mr. Washington, building looking nice, you know. If that building was in the Port of Spain, you really, boy?
Boy, that'll be one of the nicest buildings in Port of Spain. Yeah,
They know.
But people like Gordon Dryden Joseph, them the water there, them the water, them the water.
Them no different, no. Them different in the Indian man, Farage Irish, small pen.
Yeah, Colin Booth.
Colin Booth, all them oppressors and them different. As a poor man to get something with right hand out.
Yeah.
You double depend.
Yeah.
Bring yourself up for the government.
Yeah, man. Bless.
I want you to rest until tomorrow again.
Yeah, man. Blessings. So, folks, I'm coining the phrase tonight, starting tonight. Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa is the torchbearer of national transformation. She's the torchbearer of national transformation. All you know when I start something, it all done up. Yeah? The torchbearer of national transformation in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm going to do an editorial in it too as well. The torchbearer of national transformation in Trinidad and Tobago, which we sorely need. And we have that person who's going to be the torchbearer of transformation in Trinidad and Tobago. So let me give my closing quote. I don't even think I sent out. Ooh, look at them. All right, here we go. My closing quote.
Today is good morning, Lord. Today is Monday, and I want to start this week with my head held high, a light soul, and steady steps in your direction. Even after the hard days, the silent battles I kept inside, the struggles only you and I faced together. Today I rise more aware, more strengthened, and with the certainty that your care never stopped walking with me. Today I rise in hope. Today I begin again with faith. Today I walk knowing that your love surrounds me. Lord, clear my thoughts, strengthen my choices, enter the parts of my life only your care can reach. Remove from me what weighs me down. Fill me with what brings peace. I don't need to know the future. I just need to know that you are with me. That is enough to walk with confidence. May this be a week of direction, balance, and beautiful surprises, with steady steps, light days, and your presence guiding everything around me. Amen. If this prayer spoke to your heart, comment and send it to someone who also needs to start the week with.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work out. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
This one's from Eleanor Roosevelt, and it says, life was meant to be lived, and curiosity must be kept alive. Or one must never, for whatever reason, turn his back on life. And I like to say, start each day with a positive mindset that can expand your perspective and improve your outlook. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. And like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change that you want to see. However, when you look at that mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Thank you for being with us tonight. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, God willing. Be safe. Love you all.
Thank you, Tommy.
Let
me go to the voice notes. Okay. All right. Bitcoin. Let me see. I get that one.
See, somebody says that the Egyptian needs another acre.
I saw that one. Yeah, she did another acre.
Yeah.
To fix up. Yeah.
Hey, what do the old people say about the truth? It has bend. What does they say? Anyhow, we spend more than an hour talking about harm. Harm, eh? Where there are multiplicity of harms. Fish harm, beef harm, chicken harm,
Any meat you could take and make ham because it's the process, is what you do with the meat, and they call it ham. For me, man, take a bloody chicken and season it with heavy salt and bake it and tell me if it tastes like ham. Hey, well, I guess a little comic relief does be good sometimes. So when you're listening, sometimes you get that on this platform. You get that on this platform. But I am Gordon Bernard Maloney, the first. I had the last part. My big brother died, so I become the first. I won't deliberately lie. I may make a mistake. And a lot of times I quote. I have friends. I have friends in high places. and don't try to pin it down to one color. It's not one color alone. All right? You might be surprised. All right? But we got the election done, as Anderson say. And that man, you had to be careful with it. And he had to be saying things that, don't think that, man. Don't make people think that UNC fighting one another. Anyhow, that happening anyway. And let me see what we could do to build now, boy. No, walking backwards by walking backwards. Good night. Love God, eh?
Yes, Professor, show me the information, show me the building, and show me the proposal. Let Gordon Dryden take a look at it because you can't see. You see, that is when you don't know the truth. You come and accusing the man of all kind of foolish talk, and the man made a proposal and he had a dossier with all the files in it. But you know that, eh? You come out with your movie lang self. Gordon Dryden, boy. God had to forgive you for the lies you'll be telling, eh? And it's plenty lies you'll be lying. God had to forgive you. Yeah, man, you get kicks on all the different ham. You're calling fish ham and all kind of different ham, eh? But use a real B-U-T-T ham, right? A B-U-T-T ham.
When the righteous is in rule, the people rejoice. When the wicked is in rule, the people mourn.
That was my closing comment.
Okay. All right, let me go to the chat here. Capitan says, Gordon frustrate Uncle Tommy. Cool Runner say, illogic. Logic. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, folks, here's the closing comments. Cool Runner says, you can get rich in politics unless you're a crook. Harry S. Truman. Susan Lalchon said, God bless all of you. Have a blessed night. Princess Margaret says, good people are good because they come to wisdom through failure. That's true. Semantic 62 closing comments. All dreams are within reach. All you have to do is to keep moving towards them. Viola Davis. Susan Lalchan also said, when your mind is weak, situation is a problem. When your mind is balanced, situation is a challenge. But when your mind is strong, situation becomes an opportunity. Thank you so much. Bremer Hall says, sweet dreams, everyone. Miss Santa Cruz says, common sense is like deodorant. The people who need it most never use it. Unknown. Oh, God. Thank you, Miss Santa Cruz. Caribbean Soul says, when you focus on problems, you will have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you will have more opportunities. Yeah. That's what we like here. That's how we like to close this show.
Yep.
Tommy Mohammed, closing comments. To all who is attacking Mr. Bessessa, you all stop that because you all sit by and watch Mr. Rowley destroy our country and never attack him. There you go. So, folks, that is it for the closing comments. Thank you guys very, very much. That is it. So we are out of here. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later. Oh, let me play this one. I want to play this one. Call. All right, it's in there. It's not there, so I'll play it from here. I'll play this. Hey, hey, oi, oi. Hey, hey, oi, oi.
In Trinidad and Tobago, politics was we and them. That was never meant to be so, according to the anthem. But ethnic insecurity was maintained to divide us by some people in the country to sow the seeds of distrust. But we have got a new system within the community. Now what used to be we and them has now become only we. From now on this nation is we. From now on it is you and I. From now on it is unity. From now on we flying high. All the races have come together to build a better country and create a brighter future for the whole society. The we and them thing is no more, because it is plain to see in this country from shore to shore the community is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we and we and we and we. India and some came from Africa. Look today, their descendants are here, coexisting together. There are others who came here too, the Chinese, Syrians and such. Native people are just a few in this land that we love so much. But the politics of the day and the love for a party cause people to begin to say them is them and we is we. From now on this country is we. From now on we all shall be one. From now on that's how it shall be. From now on all division done. As today united we stand, the people of Trinbago. One country, one nation, one island. Chutney Pan and Calypso. It's Trinidad and Tobago, better known as TNT. And we want the whole world to know we see ourselves as we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we and we and we and